we're ready to go after more problems. Kitty!
Meow.
Hannah. How old is Hannah?
Hannah is like 10 years old.
What is that in cat ears? Or in human ears?
She's 10 years old.
It's gonna be 10.
I've never heard someone goes, no, honestly, cats only lived about 75 to 80 years old.
Oh my
They
God.
always say about 14 years. So, okay. Well, we're here over at Drew and Marissa's lovely house.
What's up?
They agreed to do a little record and tell some funny stories from the past. But we wanted, what was the first one we need to start with? I don't want to start with the childhood story. I want to start with y'all's first date.
Okay. Well, it started when I Facebooked Drew and said, hey. And I waited for literally 2 days. And I was like, what the heck? Where's my hey back? And so I texted my friend and was like, you have his number? Tell him to check his Facebook for the message that just said, hey. And so my friend Sam calls him and was like, hey. And it turns out his internet or they didn't have TV or their internet was out or something. So he couldn't get on. And so he was like, all right. So anyway, he texted me and set up a date.
I told Sam to give her my number.
Yeah. And he was like, what did it say? And I was like, it said, hey. So he set up a date for Friday. It was Monday. And I was like, all right.
Not just right off the back though. You're bypassing. I mean,
What?
we texted.
Talk straight into the. No, it's okay. You need to be seeing newer. No, turn it upward.
Push it up.
Sorry, I should have said this before the video.
Talking to the side.
You can literally just turn it up.
I understand.
Yeah, just like that. That's exactly how it should. Sorry. No, so.
Now we're crooning.
Ooh, baby, I love you.
Sorry. Go on.
Every day.
No, but yeah, so I told our mutual friend to give her my number because we didn't have internet, and then she texted me.
It said, hey.
Probably said hey, and then I was
The
like,
magical words.
hi, how are you? And then we texted
Okay,
back
but
and
let's
forth.
fast forward. He
I
wants to
wasn't-
get to the date.
No. Oh, no, don't fast forward. I don't know. When was this? What year was it?
This was
This was
2010,
2010,
summer.
at the end of the summer, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because at the beginning of the summer, before we graduated, we went out to the beach and with mutual friends, and they picked me up from the house on Memphis, and then and Marissa was in the back seat.
And I was like, oh, damn. Who dat? But let me before that even happened, the mutual friend we had, I wasn't talking to her for a while. In the beginning of the year, we just kind of split up, and she texted me out of the blue and was like, we should go. I don't know what happened to us. Let's hang out again. And I was like, okay. And that was our first time hanging out. And then I met this guy. So yeah. It was,
Wait, so you never even really knew Drew before that?
no, I just stalked him from the tennis courts.
But you knew him.
What do you mean? I knew of him. I knew he had a sister. I knew he had Allie.
You'd seen him before, and you're like, damn, I want some of that.
Well, yeah, I liked him before, but I was just shy because he seemed like, the nice guy. And he didn't seem like your regular, douchey,
Yeah, you found that out later.
no. But I don't know. I just was always shy, and I just wasn't, I don't know. I was like, he's too good.
Okay. So wait, so y'all go to the beach.
To go to the beach, yeah. And I was like, oh, damn. And then, yeah, he was wearing these blue shorts. And I
She
was
was
like,
wearing a ruffled
God.
bikini bottom
See-through.
and a
see-through. Drew's wearing see-through.
I think it was blue, right? Blue bottom.
Yeah, turquoise. So anyway, I was trying to talk to him, and he was just so nice. And I was like, what? I was like, all right. He made all my checklist. I was like, he has nice teeth. He has nice hair. And no offense to those of you that
I
have
could
skinny legs out
definitely
there that are
post
guys,
this.
but he had leg muscles. And I was like, check.
I'm just saying that y'all can definitely post this on YouTube if you need to.
Oh my God. No.
I'm coming out looking good.
Okay, so let me just be clear. Your checklist is teeth, hair, and calves?
Yeah, calves had it bigger than mine because I've got calves, and I was like, everyone else has stick legs. Sorry.
Okay.
And I was like, hey.
Wait. Why? Sorry to me. I don't even. What?
Can the camera show underneath the piano? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, I don't know. He just, yeah, he had a nice he had nice eyes. Like, not like the color necessary, but he had like nice
Genuine.
eyes. Yeah, genuine. There
Genuine
we go.
eyes. Yeah, I see
The
it.
color of my eyes is terrible.
Yeah.
Poop. Swampy green. I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, then he went off to camp, and I was like just doing my thing at Red Lobster, and was just.
Yeah, I was a camp counselor all summer, so we didn't get to hang out or anything.
And you went 3 summers or 3 terms straight.
I did the whole
Yeah,
return
the
thing.
whole thing. I had no idea where I knew he was somewhere because I would like go on his Facebook every once in a while. Stalker. And I knew like, yeah, he was like doing something with kids, and I was like, oh my God, that is so sweet.
Was he more active then
What do you mean more active?
than
Like
now?
active, like physically,
Facebook.
or like on
No,
Facebook?
on
It's on
Facebook.
social media.
Social.
No,
socially active.
absolutely not. No, there was
Both.
like nothing there. Nothing was there.
But I think some pictures from, I think it was the,
Like the actual camp was posting them.
They posted them up and I liked them or something because there was some.
You were tagged in them.
Okay.
And it was like war canoe, and I was like, he was like with little kids. That sounds creepy, but I thought it was very sweet. I was like, oh.
I was coaching.
Yeah, I knew he was
But
involved.
if she thought I looked good on the beach before the
You
summer,
should have seen after he got that tan girl.
Yeah, so at the party he went to, I didn't really know he was going to it, but then he walked through
this
looking
was
like
at the end
a
of the
sun
summer
god,
after
and I
I'd
was like,
already-
"Gah."
after we'd already come back. And we were actually out at dinner with Nana,
Yeah.
and we were at Snoopy's, and I had already told Mom and Dad that I was going to go, and that we were probably going to stay the night, and they were like, "Oh, okay,
Off
I
topic.
guess you're going that way."
Off topic. We were at my mom's before this, and my mom was going through old photos looking for something for me, and there was like an old piece of art, and it was like on the back, it was like clay, and I had put my sister was like, Madi, what were you predicting the future? Because on the back it says Marissa R on it, but this was like in elementary school, and I was like, I have no idea why I put that on my art.
Wait, I don't get it.
What do you mean?
Mr. and Mrs. Hinojosa,
Shut
right?
up.
that was
Yeah.
that was one of my
H's.
favorite things.
Yeah.
All
So
the pages.
Okay, so
Anyway.
wait, so y'all went to the beach. Mm-hmm. How big was the party?
This was just at Sam's house. There was like
I don't know, like
10 of us.
yeah, I was gonna
maybe?
say 10.
10 to 12, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I always pictured it like really busy and like.
No,
Yeah,
it was
like a
really
like
small.
like a raver, big
No,
party.
yeah.
Not at
Like,
all. No.
Definitely less than 12.
Yeah.
Those are more fun parties, I
Oh, yeah.
think.
But the
So you were the obviously super drunk person, not like
Oh, yeah.
one of the many.
well, okay, had never really drank before. Went to this party feeling myself after the summer. I'm just saying.
Looking
I knew I
good.
looked good, and
I took notice.
I was about to go off to college. I was like, yeah, I'm finally going to a party. This is gonna be fun. And so yeah, and they had no idea. I don't know why they decided to bring what alcoholic drinks that they brought. It was just whatever was laying around the house, I think, because somebody brought a gang of not Tanqueray.
The gang,
That's from the song.
A gaggle.
a flock.
Someone come through with a gang of Tanqueray. No,
Oh,
gin
okay.
and juice. But no, somebody had a thing of Captain Morgan, spiced rum, and then there was like a 36 pack of Keystone Light, and
Solid.
some Mike's Hard lemonades. Yeah, and that was it. So we started the evening with shots of spiced rum, which was awful, and then
Yep.
picked and choosed on this Mike's Hard, back to Keystone, back to Mike's Hard. It was not a good mix of alcohol.
Good mix.
That's so hard because I remember the very first beer that I had. I remember why would anyone do this to themselves? And then you know what? I had the second one, and it was even worse. It was horrible. I mean, I just remember I was with one of my good friends, and he was like, "Oh yeah, we'll get." I was like, "Please, I can't drink this." I hadn't had like a carbonated drink in like close to a decade, I guess, 8 years or something, and it was like, this is horrible. You know, not only is the taste, but yeah, I mean,
It's spicy.
yeah, it's just not good, you know.
Yeah.
Luckily now, I still don't like them, so. But it doesn't stop me now, exactly. Okay, so y'all were drinking the whole party.
Was Marissa drunk?
No.
I wouldn't say so, but
No, I wasn't.
I was just
But drinking,
there. I remember.
I had like one Mike's Hard and whatever, like maybe one shot.
so blacked out. I get you.
No.
and the beginning of the night was kind of slow, like before people
Yeah.
started.
They were watching Jersey
drinking.
Shore.
Yeah, we were watching Jersey Shore. I remember that, and I had no idea what was going on. I
Nerd
missed
alert.
the whole summer, so everybody was like really into it, and I was like, I don't want to be into this.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot about that picture.
They were
And
our
then-
idols.
God.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then we were sitting around the table.
Ali was like in a super tan. What
Oh,
was
yeah.
that picture?
What Halloween
Y'all
was
had
that y'all went?
That wasn't even Halloween.
That was
We
That
just had a
wasn't-
Jersey Shore party.
It
what?
was horrible.
That's awesome.
Oh, it was great. What, dude? It was one of the most fun parties we had.
I had glitter on my chest.
That's
No.
awesome.
Who was Garrett? Went?
What did y'all do? Y'all like
remember.
watch the episodes, or did y'all just like?
We just had like quesadillas. It was
That's
It was
awesome.
nothing.
Oh.
It wasn't even a party. It was like our family and y'all's family.
Y'all didn't even do laundry or what?
Dude, we worked out the whole time.
That was awesome. Oh,
Okay, so y'all were watching Jersey Shore.
y'all should go to the Jersey Shore for your honeymoon. I'm just kidding.
Walked the boardwalk.
Walk the boardwalk.
There you go.
I don't even remember
You can
anything
thank
else
me
of
later.
the show. GTL.
GTL, yeah.
Just pumping.
Gym, tan, laundry.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we were sitting around the table, and by this point, yes, I was tipsy, I would say, but I hadn't stood up yet. So
Anyway,
I was probably drunk already, but I didn't know.
he stood up and then blah. Yeah, he threw up in the sink, and then our friend was like trying to like get his belongings together, and she was like, just like rub his back, Marissa, and I was like.
Oh yeah.
Like super shy about it, even though he's like just like barbed in the sink, and I was like, ah. I was all scared. He didn't even probably remember that, but I was so nervous to
was
like
I-
touch him. I was like, okay, why do I have to touch his back? He's throwing up.
And I was
He's
just
not a baby.
I thought you said
embarrassed.
butt. I totally heard that wrong.
And you're like, I'm just kidding.
Apparently,
Run your fingers through his hair.
Spank him. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. In the sink. This is a good hangover tip.
I was just really embarrassed. I was like, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
This is why I've never gone to a party before.
Anyway,
So, yeah, and then they got me some shot glasses, I think I told them shot glasses
Yeah.
for my contacts. But clean them, please. Because I forgot my contact case.
With tequila.
let's fast forward to the night where they put him to bed like really early, but there was like this drunk girl there that was like trying to like crawl into their room to get to some guy.
So, yeah.
It was hilarious.
For
You
some
can't,
reason,
don't say
they-
names.
they-
Yeah, leave all the names out, but don't leave any details out.
Like, I brought night clothes and that kind of thing, but I didn't think I was going to need to bring, like, well, I don't know, maybe I brought a sleeping bag. I don't think I did. Anyway.
You didn't.
I
I'm
thought
just kidding.
Sleeping,
I'm just kidding.
I thought sleeping
We didn't fit
arrangements
in
were
it,
going to
no
be, set up or something. We'd have couches or, I don't know. Anyway, they weren't. They led me into a room and were like, okay, here's a pillow for the floor. I was like, okay. But, I was, whatever. And then, like, I fell asleep, and then I woke up later, and another guy from the party comes in, and he lays down on the futon, and I'm like, why am I on the floor? He's not sick. He doesn't look sick. So he's sleeping on the futon, and I'm on the ground, and then, like 30 minutes later, this drunk girl that we all went to high school with sneaks into the room and is, like, trying really, really hard to get into bed with this guy. With
Who
me
has
on
a-
the floor. Like, no shame.
And he has a girlfriend.
And he has a girlfriend, and he totally blew her off, and I was laughing to
How
myself.
embarrassing.
But
It was me on the... No, I'm just kidding.
she thought it was me on the futon.
No, it wasn't me.
No.
I'm just kidding. I just
But she
wanted to
was like,
say,
"Come on."
hey. I'm just
And
kidding.
he was like, no, you need to get out of here. He was, like, rude. He wasn't even nice about it. But that was funny. Anyway, the next morning, hungover, we went to Andy's Diner, and I poured my hot tea into somebody's purse.
The girl who was crawling on the floor's purse.
Was it her purse?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
well, she
was her
deserves
purse.
it then.
Like aggressively or
No, accidentally.
oh,
I ordered a hot tea thinking that would be good for a hangover or something. I don't know. And then I accidentally
So young.
knocked it into her purse.
Just like
I don't know what happened, but yeah. And it was like my khaki pants were all were all stained, and her purse was full of hot tea. So about 2 days
Yeah.
after. Well, I guess you messaged me maybe the next day.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
After this
She's
wonderful party where I was just on fire, obviously drinking and throwing up. She messaged me on Facebook, and then a couple of days after that is whenever the other.
Y'all remember what
yeah.
I said?
mm-mm.
Hey.
Okay, wait. Okay,
The
so
message that started it all.
So then, a few days later is when y'all went on your all's first. Are you considering the first official? Okay, what was it?
So we started texting, then, and then what? Like 3 days, maybe.
Yeah, I
4
say
days?
3.
3 to 4 days later, I finally asked her out for like the next week,
Yeah, I was like,
and she was very confused.
Very.
She tells me later. She's like, "Why wasn't it just like
the next day.
for the next day?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't want to be like, I didn't know what plans you had."
Well, you know what? No, I can see it. You were giving her time to build up the courage to say no if she wanted to say no.
Yeah,
That's exactly what you were doing, Drew. Thank you. That's a respectful thing.
Here comes
Well,
the girl.
well, and now that you know Drew, you are aware of.
Oh,
you
yeah.
understand why he
Oh.
waited a week, right?
Totally.
So
Yeah.
he could plan his,
Yeah.
choreography and whatnot.
Yep. I get it now.
Wait, what are
I
we
didn't
talking
understand. He just told me he was packing. And so my mom was like, "So who are you texting?" And I was like, "This guy." She's like, "Are you going to go out?" I was like, "Yeah, Friday." And she's like, "Why so late?" And I was like, He's packing." She was like, "That for 3
All
days?"
week?
Yeah. I was like, "Yes." I got like really defensive.
about? Okay. So y'all planned it a week later, a few days later, whatever. You go on the date.
Yeah.
What was the date?
Well, your mom actually gave me an idea for the s'mores and the Steno cans, Sterling.
Sterno.
Yeah. But so I had the idea to go to a concert, and then there was also a meteor shower that night, like a yearly
Oh, that's
meteor
perfect,
shower
yeah.
that happens. So it was that. It was go to a concert and then do that. But I didn't explain all of that to her. I just
No.
said, we're going out. And then,
Wait, what concert was it? At Brewster Street?
Stony
yeah,
LaRue.
Stony LaRue.
No way.
Yep.
nice.
This was before the wife beating incident.
They did it. They beat up their wife.
Don't tell us these things.
What?
We love Stony.
No
Oh yeah, no,
way.
I still do too.
He for real
Not as
He
much.
just
But
like pushed. her
they're back
downstairs.
together.
pushed her down the stairs.
She was asking for it.
Ah.
She did like cheese, ham, and then turkey. And
Ah,
she
dang.
knows he loves cheese, turkey, then ham. No, yeah, they had a little bit of
Oops.
Whoops.
But yeah, no, I love Stony LaRue too. So y'all went to Stony LaRue.
Yep.
The concert ended at midnight, 10.
I don't know. I think about. We left by about 10.
Probably earlier. Yeah, we left. We didn't stay the whole night because I wanted to get out there before it was like too crazy late.
Where's out there?
So we were. I didn't tell her. So, and I didn't tell her where we were going
No,
to
he
the
just
concert
like
either. I
he
just started
taking
driving.
me through these back roads by the King, and I was like,
I turned on
"Why
Dave,
are we going here?"
It wasn't Dave. It was John Mayer. I turned on the John Mayer "Where the Light Is" soundtrack because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"This is awesome."
Good choice.
Listen to it all summer. You should listen to this. And we liked the music, and we chatted the whole way to the concert. But yeah, she had no idea where I was going, and it was already kind of late. It was already close,
Yeah, he took
8.
like every back road to get to Brewster Street, and I was like, "Where the f are we going?" I had never even been to Brewster
Shady
Street before
places.
then.
And
Yeah.
then, so after the concert, we left and we went to. I started driving out towards the island, and I was like, "Is it all right if we, go out to the island?" And she was like, "Yeah, I guess so." Taking me to more shady places. And,
Yeah, what a creep.
yeah. And
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
had no
"Yeah,
idea.
but I promise it's nothing nefarious."
Take you to the cut. Oh no, we're going to Brewster's. Just kidding.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
that's
just
basically what
Straight to
happened.
the cut.
But I will
Um,
say, I turned over, and I was digging his music. I was like, "All right, he's got a good taste," but he was just so easy to talk to, and I was like, this guy, I don't know.
I did Bogart the queso during the concert.
Yeah, he didn't let. I was really digging that queso. I wanted some. I just had the salsa. It was like the trio where you get like guacamole, salsa, and queso, and all I had on my side was queso. But I was too shy to reach over.
Oh, and you just woofed down the.
All
Yeah,
she had on
yeah.
her side was salsa, and I had the queso. And we were talking and stuff, but I didn't want to be forward and just be reaching across her to the other side. I wanted the chips to be close enough to her so she could reach. Anyway, yeah, so I just only ate queso, and she only got salsa and guac. Yeah, and that was the only meal that we had too. But again, like we had gotten out there kind of late, so I don't remember if I told you like, hey, you need to eat before we go, or.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
Anyway, so yeah, we just had chips and queso,
Yeah.
and then.
Well, hold on,
drive
but no,
out.
you're going to eat another dinner.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're
s'mores.
getting some s'mores.
we drive out to the beach, and I unload the back of my mom's. It's my mom's white Suburban, and I've got chairs, and I'm like, well, there's a meteor shower tonight. I thought we could watch the meteors, and I brought s'mores stuff. Is that cool? And she was like, yeah. So we set up the stenos, and the wind was an issue with the stenos getting them lit, but we finally got it going. I think we probably maybe had one s'more apiece. It wasn't,
I know, all that for one s'more piece.
We just talked more, and we saw a couple meteors.
Yeah. We had
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and y'all, you might have said it earlier. You went to
Packery Channel. We were parked in the parking lot of Packery Channel.
perfect, like the parking
Yeah.
lot for the boat flip.
Right.
Gotcha.
Never been there either, so I was like,
This looks sketchy.
where? It was all dark. I was like,
Empty, maybe one
he's
car.
going to kill me, but I'm okay with it.
Maybe one creepy car. in
One
the
other
corner.
car that
Yeah.
also is murdering someone else.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, one
One
car
good
parked
date.
next to the boat slip, probably fishing.
the murder.
One car parked on the other side next to the dunes where you're like, I don't know.
I know what they're doing over there.
Yeah. And we're just in the middle of the parking. Was that Micah?
I think that was
I think it was
Garrett.
Garrett.
Scared.
But yeah, so we watched the stars and we talked, and then it was,
But we had like crazy conversations, like deep, just like talking about our thoughts, and like it was just like goofy, like crazy. But I was like, I dig
what are
this guy.
dreams?
Like what? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
Talked
what?
about what are dreams
Yeah.
and subconscious thinking, that kind of thing. I don't know. We're
We were
We're
weird.
getting into it. And then went to start up the car to take off. We got everything packed up and went to start the car, and the car was dead because I left the tailgate open for the entire time that we were out there, which was like 2 hours, maybe hour and a half.
So thanks to Sterling the girl,
Sterling the girl came to the rescue
so
with
sweet.
the jumper cables.
We
Didn't
did.
even ask a question, just came
Y'all were
right on
like,
out.
No, it was a first date. We weren't. We
Oh, it was
didn't-
awesome.
I personally was like, I don't think I can get out of the car. Like, I think that we just need to like pretend like this isn't happening. You're
Well-
just a mechanic. Just go help.
Well, I knew Marissa from before that. We had
Skittles.
Skittles. We had geometry together
Yeah.
my freshman year in high school, and so I knew Marissa was awesome, and I was like, hey, this is perfect.
That's very
Both
sweet.
super sweet people. So I was like, yeah, but it's not. We're not being, we're not going to be jerks. We're not going to do anything, say anything stupid. Just go out there. It doesn't matter if it was, you need to get your car jumped, and then you're good. So we went over there and
So what? Okay, so
I don't think I
we
got out of
were-
the car. I think I stayed in the truck and he just helped you guys because I was like, I remember I was in like boxer shorts and a t-shirt, like because we were at the house and I was just like, I don't know if we're allowed to like pretend like a real
Yeah, we don't want
heater.
Drew
You didn't know
mad.
what kind of mood I was
Right.
in, like if I
Right.
was just like, it's all falling apart, help me out, or
yeah. So I went up.
Okay, so Allie,
So I pulled my truck up next to their car, and I popped my hood. I went out there with the jumper cables, opened up my side, and I gave Drew that side of jumper cables. I got mine hooked up, and I went over there and I said, Drew, listen, if you need help, you let us know now. We'll get you out of here safely, okay? If you're in danger, let us know now. And he looked at me like he's never looked at me before, and he said, this is going to be my wife.
oh my god,
No, but he did say, I don't know how to hook these jumpers.
He definitely didn't say that. We got him jumped in like 25 seconds, and we got out of there as fast as we could.
Just help me. Tell me where they go.
No, we got him hooked up, jumped the car, got out of there as fast as we could because, yeah, we didn't. I think, who did you call as soon as you found out, like, ooh, the battery's dead? It must have been your mom or your dad, right?
yeah, probably.
Because I think we must have been all in the front yard maybe, just kind of talking. And then I think I remember sitting in y'all's front yard when y'all had the little fireplace out there,
Oh, yeah.
and your mom was like, "Oh my gosh, the car's dead at their date.
Oh no.
We got to." And I think Allie and I were there. We're like, "Well, let us go do it." And then it's less awkward than the parents coming to the rescue to help because it's a battery. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. There's nothing wrong with the car. It's just they were listening to the music.
I didn't get into a wreck.
Yeah, exactly. So, and they were like, "Oh, that's a great idea. Y'all go do it." And so we peeled off out of there just so y'all can still have fun first date and it doesn't end up awkward or anything.
Right.
Because,
Well,
dude, those kind of things will
Do
ruin
appreciate that from y'all then.
it. It was
Yeah,
fun.
because if she'd met mom on your first date, whew,
Yikes.
we may not be here today. I'm just kidding, Mom. Love you.
No, it worked out.
With the awkward innuendos.
Oh, Dad, yeah. Gosh, Dad's super creepy with you these days. It's getting weird.
He's just my bestie.
It's both
He
Roy
just-
Rouses. It's Roy Rouse Jr. and Roy Rouse Sr.
That's true. Nobody have a Roy Rouse the Third, okay?
Hold on. Okay, listen.
Tainted name.
Listen, we don't need to segue into the proposal. We don't need to jump a few years ahead into the proposal.
All right.
But you talk about taking the cake for awesomely awkward or me. I was
Adorkable.
I know. I was so shocked by your courage of the way that you did the proposal that I just said. I mean, there was no way. I don't know anyone else that did anything else like that and wasn't denied instantly. No, okay. So, anyways, so the first date ended up perfect. Y'all had a great time the whole time.
Yup.
Should also be noted that was my first date outside of like a school function, like a school dance. That was my first and only date outside of that.
Yup.
So,
Sterling and I were dating for 2 years before we had one of those.
Yeah.
Sterling and I dated for 2 years before we had one of those.
yeah. And
Yeah, I went to college. Then we went and had dinner one time.
What about term break?
What?
You didn't do term break at camp?
That was I did term
Yeah,
break.
he went to San Antonio, I
See-
think, right?
Dude, okay, so this is
Sorry, you're talking about date.
this is exactly why I like to do the
Garrett.
why
And I
I want
didn't
to
go
do
to
these.
the term break the party. They invited me to the term break party, but then 2 of them got fired because they were doing cocaine. Yeah.
That's good.
Nice.
So this is exactly why I want to do things like this because my memory was y'all went on the date, it seemed like y'all had a great time, y'all really enjoyed each other's company, and then 3 days later you went off to camp for the whole summer and then came back and went straight to school essentially, but it was vice versa. You went
Yeah.
straight to camp, came back, went on the date, but you did go to school pretty short, like a week after that.
I think I had 3 weeks between getting back from camp and going
To
and
school.
having to be there for first day of semester at Shriner.
Yeah.
And
But it went by pretty slow. Like, it didn't, like,
Yeah.
3
So
weeks is,
we crammed
yeah.
3. I think it was 3 dates.
Yeah.
3 first dates, first, second, third date.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
into the days that we had. So the next time, I think you came over to the house,
Oh, yeah, all your cousins
and
were there.
the cousins from
Oh,
Michigan were there,
man.
which was
The
rad.
Slies?
They were
Wow, that's
little.
weird.
They were really little.
We can say all of our family names, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
I was just couldn't remember their names.
That's
'cause
like the
I'm
only time they've
awful
ever visited
with
too.
Rouse family reunion names.
That was super, super awkward of me and some of the other.
Yeah, thanks.
You welcome.
Thanks for that.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
on a
Gary.
third date coming to the house. come on.
Second date.
Second date, even worse.
What? Wait, why was I don't even remember. Go tell.
Second date.
I just
came
remember
over.
he was like, "You want to come over?" And we were supposed
Meet
to
my
swim.
family?
We were supposed to swim in Sterling's pool or something, and I was like, "Okay." And then I didn't know all your family was there, and
Can
I
I
was
check
super
you out in a
overwhelmed.
bikini?
Again.
He was just so proud of that camp body. He wanted to show off his own.
Okay, but I will say, my checklist from earlier. I really hadn't looked all the way down to his feet, and so
Oh,
I-
game changer. Game changer. Was
I
the
was
second
like-
toe longer than his first one?
what? Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
It was. It was, but that wasn't the big
Yeah.
problem. But I was like, again, ooh, ooh, and then I looked down, like he was about to jump in the pool, and I
And
was
it
like,
was
whoa!
He's missing a toe.
No. But I was like, I can look past this. Like, he literally checks every other box.
Yeah.
So that would have been really shallow.
Removed, guys.
Yeah.
Good thing.
Okay. So you come
So-
over to go swimming.
Yep.
She meets mom, dad, and cousins from
Yeah.
random Michigan.
That we see once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the only time that we've
They're
ever
just,
seen
like,
them
running
more than once
around.
a year. And then we go swimming in Sterling's parents' pool for like by ourselves.
Yeah.
Nobody
I remember that.
Nobody else was there. And then Garrett and one of the Sly Boys comes creeping around the corner, and they're like throwing stuff at us, or I don't know what.
doing?
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. But we weren't even being bad.
Garrett and the Sly Boys.
We were just
That sounds
swimming.
like a cool book.
Y'all were sitting in a corner all close.
Talking.
Yeah.
There's a seat
Yeah.
because that was
There's
our
a seat
second
for
date.
one.
Or
Well, yeah, second date. That you know what that means.
was it our second?
Second date, second base.
Well, it wasn't. No.
I don't even know. Maybe.
Oh, how about this? What was the third date then?
Well, no, because that same night,
That's when we went down.
right?
Oh,
that
yeah,
sa-
you're right.
So that was kind of early in the evening.
Yeah, that
and
was.
then we volunteered to go get like milkshakes for everybody, but we didn't tell anybody where we were going to have milkshakes. And I was like, let's go downtown.
San Antonio. Oh,
Yeah. We'll get them at the Whataburger on the bay. And so
that's the worst one,
But, like,
dude.
why?
That's the worst one.
we went there and they didn't even have milkshakes. So we just went. I don't even know if we texted or anything, but we went and we walked down on the T heads, and we were just walking around. It was dark out, but we were walking by the boats and stuff.
Yeah, it was like 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it was kind of. Now it was late. So I guess it wasn't that earlier. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're walking on the T heads, and there's like random people there. And Marissa said that I held her hand for the first time because I told her, like, I swapped places with her, so that I
Yeah.
was walking on the hobo side, and she was walking on the water side, so I could push her in if I needed to.
That's nice.
Like
Yeah.
a
Ah.
gentleman.
But it was like
Right.
so natural, and I was like, a gentleman? Okay.
But then I dropped her hand immediately after.
But it
then,
wasn't like like you just threw it. It was just like a gentle, like, okay, I don't want to take advantage of
yeah,
the
exactly, and
hand-holding.
that's exactly what it was. It's just because I was so nervous about pushing anything.
Be honest,
Yeah.
Marissa. If he had reached over, grabbed your hand, and then held it for a second, and then he just whoosh, made you slap his own butt, would you have been like, "Yeah, that was awesome.
For sure.
I'm in. I'm
Yep.
committed."
Come in.
Well, then, like 10 minutes later, we had our first kiss on the T heads. So we weren't being bad in the pool, obviously, because our
Yeah.
first kiss was later.
Yep.
First kiss doesn't always come first.
Okay.
In
Is this a
our-
hint
in
to
our
something?
ge-
What's
Ask
going
Garrett.
on? Ask Garrett. What?
Garrett got his ear sucked on before he got
Sorry.
What?
his ear. Ear can't be
I
mistaken.
no, I
for
heard
anything
ear.
else. Okay.
I heard ear.
It was
What?
bit.
No. Hold. You
It
talking
was
to the
bit?
microphone?
It was bitten, not sucked on. It was, yeah.
You were like in
Were you at the
grade.
zoo and was it a giraffe?
8th grade
Dude, I
That's
don't know.
hilarious.
at a Halloween party. I was wearing
A Halloween party.
gray skinny jeans. She was very much digging them.
Was she digging in them? Or
Oh my gosh.
I've never heard the story. I don't even know if I want to hear
I
it.
didn't even know he went to a party.
You met the girl, Sterling. We
Oh
all
my
went bowling with
God.
her.
Do you remember the triple date?
Wait, you had two girls?
No.
Same girl.
Our triple date. Me and her, you and Allie and Marissa and Drew.
I drove.
Do you remember this?
I
in the
remember
Suburban.
this. Yes.
Me and
This is why I got to do this. I have early stages of
What?
Alzheimer's.
All right.
We went bowling, and then they were like in the very back of the Suburban, and we
They
were
were
like,
already like making out
Macking
in the back,
down?
Yeah.
yeah.
She was singing along to every song that came on.
"Oh, God.
Really?
All right.
Have you
All
talked
right,
to
all
this
right,
girl?
all right.
Where is she at
No.
these days?"
No.
What was her name?
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet she's working number 2, baby number 2 for sure. She's
Kids?
working on 2 kids.
It's possible.
Garrett, we need to know. We
Last
need an
I saw,
update.
she dyed her hair red.
Oh
Very-
yeah. Oh
very
yeah.
poorly.
Dead giveaway.
Very poorly dyed.
Dead giveaway number 2.
Are we talking like
Vibrant.
vibrant red?
Fluorescent?
Yeah. Are we
Oh,
like
no.
the Little Mermaid?
Oh,
red?
like
No, like-
Paramore singer red.
Like red with some
Impressive.
still
That's like-
brown patches.
Oh,
It was
no.
it was rough.
Wow.
Calico.
Like a bloody
Calico,
cow.
exactly. Okay, so
Calico.
Halloween party. She'd been
Alright.
crushing on me, obviously. And we
Oh.
played what is this? What is that stupid game? Truth or Dare. That's Sorry.
Oh God.
Bite my ear.
Not mine. Somebody else who apparently knew that she was crushing on me was like, all right, I dare you to bite Garrett's ear.
What?
And she did it very quickly. Like,
Ew.
it was like a,
I don't know.
like, lunged.
Allie.
What?
And then I was like, yes, this is
Awesome.
how it happens. This is love.
This is
is,
love. That's awesome.
So we started making out. Dating, same thing.
Wait, right in front, like right then?
No, that was a joke.
Oh,
Oh.
All right, so
Okay.
yes, time goes on. I ask her out. We make out many times, and then so I don't know which of y'all brought up, let's go on a triple date.
Probably Allie.
Probably.
Oh.
I'm just gonna throw that out there that most bad ideas are Allie's.
This is very true. What? So we decide, okay, we're all gonna go out. Is it bowling? We went bowling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently, to some people, my girlfriend and I got a little handsy, or not handsy. That sounds terrible.
Not to some people, to normal people.
To the
To
other
normal
two
people
couples at
that
the
were
date,
also in couples that day.
and we're not being handsy.
Handsy was the wrong word.
touchy feely.
A lot of PDA.
Eighth grade.
8th grade.
And then, okay, some of us mature faster. So on the ride home, she is singing to every song, and then she stops singing to every song, and they're like,
Because
"What's that
my tongue
noise
is down her
in-
throat.
Oh my God.
What's that weird noise in the back?" And
Ew.
we were making out. And apparently it was very obvious. I didn't think it was obvious.
Oh.
It's a Suburban, not a bus.
Did I really do that?
You poked me.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't just like point to the back for Allie. You like
my God.
were like, Garrett,
Okay,
Drew.
so we're in the Suburban. Drew and Marissa are in the front seats. Sterling and I are in the bucket seats, so we're like one row behind them. And then Garrett and this girl were in the very back. And so, like, literally she's singing along to every song that comes on, which we were all like, that's weird. And then it just kind of goes quiet back there. And Sterling leans over to me, he's like, dude, look. And then he leads up to Drew and is like, Drew! And I'm pretty sure Drew's like, hey, quit that back there.
Such
Definitely
a dad.
not.
Okay, so you were driving? Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, was I in the not?
You
You're
were
in the bucket
behind
seats.
us.
Okay,
Me
I was
and
in
you
the
were
bucket seat, and then
front.
okay, so
Probably
Marissa
right
was in the.
behind
I'm
me.
just trying to get
Yeah.
the. I don't remember any of this.
It was
so
Yeah.
Drew Mercer in the very front, you and Allie, and then me and her.
order of operations of age.
Sterling,
I got you. Okay.
I told you that those drugs were going to affect your memory
Man,
later.
I
in life, but-
really do wish that I had some like excuse of like why I'm stupid, but I'm just dumb. Like I just don't remember stuff anymore.
That's okay. I have a lot of memory problems too.
Well, clearly not. You remembered like the type of bikini that she wore at the first time you met her.
I mean, that was remarkable.
Yeah. I mean, that was a bad example. That's easy to remember, but you know what I'm saying. I just don't. Okay. Anyways, so that was no wait. So that was where we stopped on y'all's story. First kiss, tea heads,
Yeah.
downtown
Yeah.
Corpus.
Third date was actually bowling. It wasn't with y'all. It was just ourselves. And I didn't. Yeah. And I didn't know that I could kiss her again. You know that.
Yeah, it
didn't
comes a
know.
regular thing.
Well, yeah, I didn't know. I was like, I don't want to push it. I had a good time. I don't know. And then, but yeah, so we kissed again, and I was like, yes, this is good. But then, yeah, I had to leave like the next week. So, with this in mind, and like very confused, I'm like, this is going well. First ever girlfriend type. So we hadn't
serious
made it,
girlfriend.
Yeah, well, it hadn't even
More serious,
Hadn't
yeah.
even put any label on it or anything. But first time that anything has been moving like this for me. And now I have to leave, and I don't want to like hurt her. You know, she's going to school here. So we'd have great dates and nights, and then we'd be like, at the end of the night, I'd be like, I had a great time.
I wish you all the best of your summer. Like it'd be like silly.
Ending it really weird,
Really vague,
like
and I was like,
saying goodbye.
What does that mean?
You'll never see me again.
And then, yeah.
Basically.
Really, just really odd.
So I remember exactly where we were. I do remember some things, and I remember exactly where we were whenever it was the summer in between going to college, whenever I was going to college. And I remember Allie asked me, we were driving past where Oso baseball fields used to be, and we were in my truck, and she went, so what's going to happen when you go to college? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm going to go to college? And she was like, okay, but what about like you and me? I was like, well, I mean, what do you mean? I'll go to college and then I'll come back and then we can hang out whenever I come back in town. And then and she was like, so like nothing different? I was like, no, what do you mean nothing? She was like, I didn't know. I was worried that it's just like long distance. I was like, stop listening to these rom-coms. These are stupid. Nobody cares about that stuff. No.
You said, well, I don't want to break up. Do you want to break up? And I said, no.
Aw.
And he's like, okay.
No, we're good.
Why are we talking about this?
Yeah, no, I was just surprised by it, but yeah. So I remember we had been dating long enough at that point to where it was not like, we weren't in like still like talking to each other. It wasn't awkward like to talk to each other phase, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Where you're like, you have a good weekend. I'll see you maybe if I come back in town.
Yeah, so it was really weird, and I just didn't want to be like, I'm gonna pull out of school and I'm gonna go down here because I didn't,
You weren't.
Yeah, well, yeah, and at that point, like I didn't have that option. I hadn't been accepted to TAMU CC because I didn't apply. So yeah, I was very confused about that, and then the time came, and I had her like, I think we hung out.
Yeah.
Was that the last time?
No, you came down for like your fall break. And
Well, no, I
stuff.
mean the bowling, and then was it the last time that we hung out?
No,
The day that
before
I left?
you left. Oh yeah, the day that you left. Yeah.
Okay, so the day that I left, we like packed like crazy the night before, and then I had her meet me like super early at Cole Park. Did I bring food?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I brought
IHOP.
I ordered IHOP, brought it.
Hold the phone. You can do that?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
What have I been?
it's not as good because they pack it
No.
in styrofoam and the
Really?
the
Okay.
condensation
Fair enough.
soaks the pancakes.
Yeah.
Not as good.
Now they're
I'll
wrapped in
accept that.
plastic. Now they wrap it in plastic.
That'd be better.
Oh.
But
It's still gonna be wet. It's still gonna be.
yeah,
It's got holes in the top.
events.
Then it's cold.
Anyway.
Okay. Sorry, go on.
We get to Cole Park. We eat cold soggy pancakes, and then I'm like, my car is completely packed, and then I'm like, we have a tearful goodbye.
The saddest day ever.
It was very
was
sad,
like,
and then I'm like, Mom, we had like a set time that we were getting on the road, and it was like 8:00 in the morning or something. We had to be there pretty early, and it's a 4-hour drive, so I had to go, and so yeah, I left Cole Park like looking at her in my rearview mirror, and I was like, holy crap, this is sad. And
Like a movie.
still hadn't made anything official, didn't know. Oh, I left you a letter, right?
Yeah.
And you gave me a letter.
Yeah.
Did y'all know that was ahead of time, or did y'all just both?
I think we did.
Were y'all
I think
both
we
that
told
cheap?
each
We probably
other.
talked about it and
Yeah.
said,
I'm going to write you a letter.
Yeah.
Don't read it till I leave.
Basically.
yeah.
I said that really
Did I,
creepily.
did I leave you a letter?
I'm going to write you a letter.
Did I leave you a letter, or did you just give me one?
I think maybe I gave you one.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And
I
then
think
that's
you
what
just
started
gave
it.
me one, and then that's how. Yeah, that's. So then I got up there, and then was it that night? I think it was the same day.
Yeah, I had a shift that night at Red Lobster, and I was just like, all right. Well, okay, it wasn't that.
On to the next white boy.
No, I got home and was like really sad. I like went home and just like laid down, and my sister was like,
And I hadn't called because I'd been.
she was like giving me so much shit and was like,
That's
"You're
so
a
mean.
loser."
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was like, "Why are you so sad?" And my mom was like, "Leave her alone."
That's messed up.
Yeah,
Damn it, Laura.
but what do you do? And then I had a shift at Red Lobster, and then like you texted me that night and was like, I'm here, and I was like, sweet, and then it just kind of we just went off from there.
But was it Was it
But
that?
I wasn't gonna call you. I was just gonna
Right.
wait for you. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
When did I call you and like we went ahead and just
I think probably that night.
right? It was
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So that same day, basically, I called her and just said, "I know it's long distance, but I want to, can we just." Can I didn't I ask if I could make it Facebook? Should I? That's what I said.
Yeah.
So I don't want this to end. Should I change my Facebook relationship status? And we were like, yeah. So
Dude, FBO. That's a real thing.
thank you, Facebook. So
Allie got mad at me whenever I changed my Facebook status.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So, here's what happened.
Here we go.
Here's what happened.
Okay, give it to
We
us.
made it
there's
FBO.
a dog kennel right there if he needs to.
Yeah,
go.
you might need to. We made it FBO a couple weeks after we started dating when we were 15. I was 15, whatever. 2 years into him being in college, if that, maybe 1 year. So I'd only been in college for a little while.
Solid.
What are y'all doing?
throwing peanuts.
He all of a sudden I get a notification saying Sterling has removed has altered or changed or edited his Facebook status. And I was
Oh
like,
no, Sterling.
what the? Who do you
Yeah.
think you are? You go away to college, and now all of a sudden it's not there. Like, well, I just need to keep my options open. And so I call him, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? He's like, I just took the date off. God, nobody needs to know how long we've been dating.
No. Okay, here's what happened. I had people that I didn't really know, and I don't even know if I was friends with them on Facebook, but I didn't have I don't think my Facebook is private. But I had people come up to me and they were like, "You've got a girlfriend, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "You've been dating for 5 years now or something." I'm like, "Dude, you don't even you know her name because of Facebook. You have no idea who she is. You don't even know me." I was like, "Get out of here with that stuff." And so I got tired of people. It happened to me 3 or 4 times to people guys and girls that I both didn't know. So I was like, "Oh, get out of here with this." So I went, I don't want it to say we started dating. We've been dating since this time. I just want to say, hey, Allie and I are dating, and then just everyone can mind their own business. And
Okay,
Well, that sounds so much better, Alan.
that does.
I know that's the
But-
real story. That's the real
But
story. Hers is
why?
fake.
Why do you need people to not know how long we've been together so that you can be like, oh, it's new. Don't worry.
Because
about
I don't like when people act like they know our relationship. The exact same reason why. No,
Okay, well, I want to know. The real problem here is who are these people that were like,
it was okay. It was mostly girls that I got irritated by.
who's like, you've been dating for 5 years? Like, who does that?
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it definitely was weird people.
Girls and interested guys.
I do play a lot of volleyball, so probably mostly guys. But no, I don't like when people try and act like they
know
Yeah, they know anything about our relationship. If they really don't. If you do, then no problem. But those people already know how long we've been dating. They don't,
Yeah.
So there's no relevance to it other than that. Hey, we are dating. That's all you need to know.
Right.
Yeah.
And we've learned from this. We just need to have an update for Allie because then she would have been cool with it. Probably, maybe. I don't know.
She was feisty about it. I mean, she came out here.
Like, hey.
I can see why
Just-
she'd be feisty.
Well, it seems
I
weird
understand.
whenever I just get the notification and you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
tell me this ahead of time. And also,
No.
Give me this. Also, I'm just gonna pretend in my head that you wanted to get to see people's faces when you say, "Oh no, we've been together for 5 years."
I'll accept that. That's fair. If that'll make you feel better, that's fair. But here's what I would do, and this is just coming from me. If my significant other, I got a notification say, "Hey, this person changed their status." You know what I would do? I would click on their profile and I would see what it says. And if it says then we're still dating, I would call and say, "Hey, why did you change? Why did you remove the date?" And then I would imagine the other person.
I'm pretty sure that is what I did.
No, it's not at all. She called. She was like, "Why did you change your Facebook status to freaking single or whatever?" I made that up. I don't know what she said.
Okay, you want to know what probably happened? Is my mom saw it and was like, "Allie, Sterling changed his Facebook status on Facebook. You better call him and bitch him out." And I was like, "Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
you're
going
right.
to."
I should. Moms do that.
Moms are drama.
Let's get involved.
So
They
okay,
do.
so y'all made it
involved.
FBO the first day that you left
Yeah, I think so. I couldn't stand
to be alone
those
anymore.
those confusing hours in between where I was like, I don't know if we're together.
3 hours.
What is going on? Has she already moved on? Is she already dating again? I don't know who she's
I don't
with.
know what's going on at Red Lobster.
Yeah. There's a lot of handsy guys in there.
So clever.
I see what you did there.
So that's all you asked. You didn't ask, "Will you be my girlfriend?" You just said,
Can I make it
I
official?
think I said, can I change my Facebook status
Okay,
or something
well,
to
this-
that effect, which is lame.
"This is a jumping off
Admittedly.
point into
Very.
something that Garrett and I disagree about. As adults, y'all were out of high school. As adults, is it necessary to ask somebody to be your girlfriend? What are
Yes.
the rules?"
Then y'all weren't adults though. None of us were adults. None of us really are adults now, but we're much more so than we were then. But for Garrett, his next girlfriend, he doesn't need to go, "Hey, can I be your boyfriend?" Right?
Every
I think-
girlfriend I've ever had, I've asked,
That's a good question.
"Will you be my girlfriend?"
I'm
Straight
not
up.
saying I'm not saying that's wrong. I've just said I don't think it's necessary.
Probably not
Definitely
necessary.
don't ask, "Can I be your boyfriend?" Because that's just lame.
Yeah, no,
in
that's-
all respects.
Okay, so you're like you
But-
show dominance. Like, will you be my girlfriend?
You'll
Yeah,
be
yeah.
mine.
I just
mine.
think that making it
I ain't
official
yours.
in some way with a question is necessary, because if you don't,
Yeah.
then everybody's
Bitches be crazy.
confused, right?
I like the surprise. Just throw it up and just let them go get like a notification. Like, I don't know. Garrett Rouse said that he's your boyfriend. Is this true? And
That's
just-
creepy. It's really creepy.
Like after the first date. Minutes later.
in the first date. During.
Wow.
Well, so on to that note, so you said, "Can I make it official?" I'm sorry, I hit this again. Sterling, do you remember what you asked me?
Yeah, it was right outside of one of my science classes. Are we going? What did I say? Are we going to tell your parents or something about this?
When are we going to tell your dad?
When are we going to tell your dad about this? Yeah, I think I remember that.
Oh.
I was like, what are we telling him? And you're like, come on, man.
Oh.
Really?
It's a hard question.
Back then,
It's a hard question to ask.
going on 10 years ago, even back then, I was like, really, we're going to play this stupid game.
You're gonna make me say it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. Like, grab that phone. Whose is it? That might be mine.
Could be yours.
Can you grab it, Eric?
I think I have the easiest access. I'll go and check.
I don't care to answer it. I just want to turn it off. Well, I need Drew for this next part of the story.
All right.
We're gonna fast forward years, multiple years.
Jared.
Jared, who? Sadler?
Jared from volleyball.
No way.
You have to call him.
Okay, let me call him right now. He's one of my good military buddies. No. Y'all just keep going. Let me just take this call.
Pause and order food.
Okay. Sorry about that. My good buddy Jared Sadler, who's a Navy pilot, just called and I had to interrupt to go talk to him.
What?
So, okay, where do we end off?
We're gonna tell the proposals.
Yeah. I wanted to jump ahead and talk about.
This was years in the future. So went to basically started dating,
Fast forward.
dated all through university, graduated.
University.
Oh, so fancy.
Went to university. Both
thought
of
the same
them
thing.
were universities.
So fancy.
Okay.
You sound like
Do you want these?
Anyways, secondary school. What do you call it?
What do you call it? I like
No.
that accent.
Okay. So let's
You need to
let's
have an
jump ahead
accent
to
the
when
whole
you
time.
started thinking about. Oh, okay, maybe I'm going to do this.
Well, I started thinking about that before I came home from college. So, from college instead of university.
Didn't know that.
Well, yeah, because I knew that I was coming back and that we were going to be together, and I needed to start thinking about it. But you know me, I like to think things through.
Whoa.
So that was like
thoroughly.
the beginning of the thoughts. No, I thought
interesting.
about whether we were going to get married since we got together.
How many different plans did you have?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a
When
great
okay,
question.
so we'll start from when I started planning. How about that? Because
Okay.
that's like way better. Okay. I started planning the proposal so I graduated in 2014.
Yep.
And then I was back for a year before we moved to Houston.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And before we moved to Houston, I was working at St. Pius, and I started, so I started planning, trying to come up with ideas for a proposal and save money for a ring when we moved in together.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and that was end of the summer of 2014.
Yep.
So wait, so you graduated May
Right, graduated in May.
2014.
Right, came back and moved back in with mom and dad, and then was, a roller coaster ride of emotions and discussions.
No, you were an
and-
adult. You were ready
yeah,
to move out. You were ready
right.
to live on your own.
Right.
How much can we edit?
We don't need to edit any of this. No, it's you're ready to move out as an adult.
Right. So, when we ended up moving in together, because at first I was going to move into Ricky's old place because she had just moved out.
Yeah, he was like in there. You were.
I had already, she'd already moved out all our stuff, and I was bringing stuff over. And then, like, a day later, we decided, oh no, we're going to move into Laura's place.
My sister's place.
And we're just going to live together instead of me having my own place and you trying to, and you still living with your parents.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah. What happened was my parents were going back. We were taking up residence at my sister's place in the meantime, while she was getting some stuff in order. So she was living at my mom's, and then we were just living there, paying her rent there. I say we. I wasn't paying rent there, but then my mom and dad. She was getting back on her feet, so they were going to go back home, and I was going to stay there. And we were like, "What are we doing? Let's just hop on in."
Right. So her parents approached me with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She asked me. She was like, "I would never, ever, ever ask this, like,
ever.
but would y'all be interested?" And I was like, I don't know. I was shocked, and he was like, "Well, I am actually about." Go ahead, Sarah.
No, I was going to say, this is your mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all very surprised that her mom put this on the table because we weren't married, and she was basically saying that we could move in together.
It'd be.
Which is like-
She was saying it'd be smart financially. It'd work out. We're cramped in this house right now. We could spread out a little bit, save
Right,
money.
y'all can pay rent to
It'd
Laura.
be really smart. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
financially, it's a great decision.
Basically, Marissa, move out now.
Exactly. There was no space for me back at my mom's, so she was like, "You're gonna have to stay here," kind of
point,
deal.
yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, I'm still in school."
Yeah. So, told Ricky's old tenant, no, I'm not actually moving in, and moved all my stuff into Monitor, and then broke that bombshell, which was fun.
World War III.
He was okay when he showed up. He was like a ghost. Like,
Oh my god, yeah. So
That
I was
first
supposed
night.
to have moved. I was supposed to have started bringing stuff over that morning. Didn't show up until like
late.
late at night.
And he didn't. I hadn't even heard from him. Nothing. And I had a shift where I was working, and I was just like, "All right, I know he's coming over. Where is he?" And he came, and he was just like a ghost, just like pale. And I was like, "That bad, huh?" But
Wait, what was the bad part? Was the bad part
Well-
breaking it to the family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again,
So
how much
it
can
was
we edit?
already already hard enough telling them that I was moving into my own place, and that they just thought it was a bad idea financially, and that why do that? Why not get a job and make some money first, and then try and But you're just gonna jump right into this. You don't Anyway.
Just real quick,
I
I
was
just
going to say this.
I just want to thank you for doing that so poorly
Yeah.
because whenever I moved out, even though they fought me tooth and nail, I looked way better. So thanks.
There you go.
Sorry, go on.
That somebody.
Don't worry, Mom and Dad. I'll be there forever.
They weren't worried. Only joking.
Well, that was my whole thing about when Allie was moving out and moving in with Lexi. And I told him, I was like, Allie was saying, she's like, well, my parents are really worried, like financially, like if I can afford it. And I was like, of course you can afford it. I'm gonna make sure that you can afford this. Don't worry about that. Like She was like, well, I've already done the math, and I can if I do this, and I can still save up this much per month. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. She didn't know that, of course, I'm going to be like, yeah, listen, you're going to live there for 1 year. Of course, I know this. We're going to get married before then. I'm not losing any sleep over this. I already had all this figured out, but there's no way for me to even mention to her, like, don't lose sleep over these stupid thoughts.
Okay.
Or,
Yes.
not to interrupt, sorry.
No.
I was going to say, the day that I proposed to her, she lost the pearl ring that I gave her and was freaking out about it. I mean,
no.
really. And I almost slipped up multiple times. She was like, I got my nails done. I think I might have left it there. And I really, multiple times, almost told her, I was like, Allie, I have a better one. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You can throw that one away. I don't care. You could chunk it in the trash. I wouldn't care at all.
Pearl.
Yeah, I was like, pearl. Yeah, this is ugly anyways. So let's throw it away. But I almost did that multiple times. So I know what I know exactly. No, I'm sure you went through a lot worse.
No,
but,
I completely agree with you. And the whole knowing something ahead of time, like an engagement, knowing about that.
It eats you up.
Well, it eats you up, and it's hard to, like, because, like I said, I started making plans for a proposal when we moved in. But Marissa didn't know that. She was like, well, why aren't we getting engaged right now? Which makes sense also. And, we're moving in together. Why not just pop, But I felt like if she's it's not that I didn't want to give her what she wanted, but I really wanted surprise. That was like big on my priority list was surprise. Surprise! This isn't because you said something about it, or this isn't because we just moved in together, or this isn't because everybody's expecting it right now. It's because I made the decision. I wanted this. This is for us.
Basically,
No.
this is about me.
no.
No.
I know exactly what you're saying. Now, are you saying that y'all talked about this? Did y'all talk about getting married before it actually happens? And I mean that, like, Allie and I have always said, like, of course, yeah, we want kids. Like, everyone, we love kids, of course. Oh, yeah, but
Not Garrett.
we'd never said anything.
Forever alone.
No,
Thanks for rubbing
Allie
it in,
and I
Marissa.
had never made anything like made any thoughts. What would be like a married couple? Like, when we get married,
Yeah.
this will happen. We've never said anything like that before.
No, it always just been like, oh my gosh, when we have kids, we should do this, or like, oh, at the new house, this, or it was never. I don't know. We never said the words. It was like taboo or something.
I just felt like that would like premeditated. Where it's like I hear some people that say like, "Oh man, the girlfriend's been pressuring me to go buy a ring." I'm like, "What do you
No.
really?"
Yeah.
But so what do y'all like? What do y'all mean when y'all talked about it? Did y'all go like, "Well, should we do it?" Or what does that mean?
Well, we did have like one night where it was like a
Was it
not-
Applebee's?
yeah, it was that's what I was going to talk about. Was Applebee's.
Applebee's.
So
Sponsor us.
still, we hadn't made plans for like far in the future, and we were talking about I think was this before we moved in together?
I think so.
I think so. I think it was right before we moved in together, but we hadn't. No. Was it
Oh, no, I had no
further back?
idea.
I don't know.
I'm like 3
But it was
in,
before we
so-
moved it. It was,
Don't ask
it was
me.
definitely before we moved in together. And Marissa wasn't asking for me to. No, she wasn't saying like you need to go buy a ring. She wanted to know where this was going,
Yeah.
and we hadn't had a talk about it. So at Applebee's, we had a talk about it, and I told her that yes,
Of
that's
course.
where we're going. Okay, and kind of explained what I was saying about I just.
Financially,
I want to plan it. I want to, I want to be ready. You deserve,
I want to be in the right place.
deserve more than just the courthouse, and I can't just depend on your parents to pay for this wedding,
Yeah.
or anything like that. I want to be able to,
Yeah.
throw something together if they can't help us out. Luckily, they did help us out a lot, which was very, very sweet of them.
Thank you, Mr. Hinojosa and Mrs. Hinojosa.
Yes.
Georgia name.
Okay,
This
okay.
marriage
So
is brought to you by Georgia Name.
And Applebee's.
Okay, so y'all. Okay, so we're getting backstory that I didn't know any of this. So y'all moved in together in Corpus. You were working at St. Pius.
Yes, as
Yeah.
a PE coach.
You were a PE coach at St. Pius.
As a director of physical education for ages 3 through 12.
So you were doing that. You moved in you moved in together, and then at some point, well, hold on, I'm losing the time frame. When did the proposal happen? Were you living in Corpus? Were you living in Houston?
No, yeah, we were still living in Corpus.
That April.
Okay, so y'all got married in Corpus before you went to Houston.
No,
What?
no.
No, we went.
You went to Houston,
We got-
then came back.
Yeah,
we got
okay.
engaged in Corpus, moved to Houston, then we came back for the wedding.
Oh,
Yeah.
They already lived in Houston.
gotcha.
Okay, so we got engaged while I was still working at St. Pius. We had just come back from a field trip.
How long were y'all engaged for?
Like,
Like 6 months?
yeah.
Okay, y'all didn't live in Houston that long. That's right.
No.
It was a few months. I guess that makes sense.
It was like a year.
We lived there the whole
There's
year.
no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
We
Oh,
got
yeah.
we got
y'all
engaged.
didn't. Then y'all are getting confused on the time frame.
No, honey, they got married in Corpus and they went back.
Yeah.
Got married and then you
And
went
they-
to Houston.
They went back to Houston, like back to their home. In
April 2015.
I know where they got married.
Okay.
I was there. Or
Okay.
where they got engaged.
Wait a minute.
I was also
Let
there
me
where they
break
got
it
married.
down for you, Sterling.
I'm
Yeah.
saying
Marissa's-
y'all were
Marissa's
living
got the-
y'all were living in Houston when you got engaged.
No.
That's what I'm. So then y'all didn't live
Okay.
there for a year.
Marissa's
So-
got the timeline.
Here we go, Sterling.
Hit me. Sorry.
All right.
I'll
so,
tone it down.
oh God, now the wine just hit it. As soon as I was about to speak.
So,
So, no, like I had it in my head. So okay, Drew's working at St. Pius, right? He gets hired in August or something.
What
And then
year?
2014. And then 2015 rolls around. We get engaged April 2015. All right. And then I was working at Robstown just for that little bit. And then that summer of 2015, we went up to Houston. Like that first month, we had to move in like June or something like that. So yeah, we were up there in June. And then December, we had our wedding that December. So like within the same year.
But y'all
so
were.
I'm in law school.
Yeah.
We come back down. We don't move down. We just come back
That's what I
down.
was
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Have the wedding. Then
We go back.
we go back up to Houston for another.
That's
6
where I was
months or
confused
And
by it.
then
I was like, y'all,
2017, 2016, we come back. I don't know that year, but
16.
Yeah, it was 2016. We got married
2016.
at 15, came back at
okay,
16.
yeah, we came back that summer after Hawaii. We came back.
gotcha. Okay. So then let's fast forward to the true proposal. I want to hear about the ring. I want to hear about the shopping of the ring because I've been through this.
Yeah.
I haven't been through anything past this, but I've been up to the ring.
Right. So yeah, I had a
Did you
credit.
say the wing?
We're all talking.
That was
about
the nickname
wing
for
now.
it.
Marissa, you speak up again. I'm going to silence your microphone. No, I accidentally did.
The wing for the wing queen.
The wing for the wing queen.
All right, I'm silencing both of y'all's microphones.
Right. So yeah, there were a lot of plans. There was a lot of different ideas about, and it was just all kind of trying to get what like the basics were. The basics were I wanted her to be super surprised. I wanted it to be something kind of public and like no idea that it was coming like out of left field. And I wanted her family to be there, and I wanted to incorporate some of our little sweet things that we've done with as a couple over the years. So there was talk. I mean, I thought about scavenger hunt. I talked about trying to do. I was looking at meteor showers. Like, when are the meteor showers? Well, can I hide the ring in a s'more? Like, what are we doing?
Oh my gosh.
No, yeah, there was lots of ideas.
Would have been terrible.
And then
I would have
and
chomped
then
on that.
that year Maroon 5 came out with that song Sugar, and that song was just playing on. We liked it a lot. The music video was all about weddings, and it was surprises at weddings. I was like, well, I can't get Maroon 5 to come. Like, they've already come out with this song. They're not making that video anymore. But maybe I could do something with that. Brewster Street was where we had our first date and multiple other dates. Chalk, we had a history with chalk. So, like,
Like driveway chalk.
yes, driveway,
Gotcha.
like sidewalk chalk.
What other chalk is there?
Chalkboard chalk. Also could be
Oh.
used on the sidewalk, though.
Yeah,
But
stupid question, Sterling. Shut up.
I'm saying like go in. What does that mean?
baseball chalk.
I'm saying
yeah.
like what does that mean?
Drawing. We had a history with drawing messages.
Yeah, your
to
mom
each
would.
other
story
Your
of
mom would
chalk.
catch me. Remember, she caught me that one time.
I remember all these stories.
Oh,
No, I remember
alright,
this, but I'm
alright.
just saying for the video, tell us what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I ran over to your. I don't even know what I put. What message did I put there?
I think that was the start of one of the
What did I
one
say?
of the
That's
the
so
scavenger
embarrassing.
hunts, wasn't it?
No, I think it just was.
No?
Hey. Just kidding.
It's just hey.
I don't know, but Sterling's
history
mom
with
was
the word
like
hey.
watching me from across the street.
Was it you and
No, it was just me.
it was just you?
I don't know.
I thought your sister went. Or
She was driving the
yeah.
getaway vehicle.
or Anna.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Okay.
But what did your mom do? Did she call? She called your mom, I think. Did
She
she?
may have, I don't know.
Probably.
I'm sure she was just
didn't
sitting on the
know-
front porch and saw you
Yeah.
writing some love, like a cute little note on their driveway.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that was what you meant by chalk. You're trying to
right.
incorporate that.
I wanted to incorporate that. So anyway, yeah. So and then, okay. So it came up with this. All these ideas that had been in my head and stuff came together over when I found out that I was going to be able to go out of town and then come back too. That was kind of a part of it. I wanted to be like coming back and totally catch her surprise. I felt like, she'll want to do something. We just came back. She won't be expecting it. She'll just be, we'll be excited to see each other again. And I had to go out of town for that, for like a camp thing for the kids at St. Pius. So I called Allie on the way up there or as soon as I got there. And
Yeah, well, we talked before.
right.
We talked before because I remember originally you kind of wanted to do it before you left, and I was like,
Right.
no, you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah, yeah.
You can't leave after, and you were like, oh yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Plus that'll give me time to choreograph, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
This is when I start learning some stuff. Okay.
So, okay, but you wanted to know about the ring too. So, I had gotten the ring. I'd had it for a while, because I came by the house and I showed y'all.
Yeah. It was sent to our house, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also
gosh.
looked on our computers for
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you came over and you and I looked online because you were like, keeps popping up ads on my
Oh.
laptop, and she uses my laptop.
Yeah.
So you came over and you used my laptop to look it up.
I still get ads. This is
The Brilliant Earth
Yeah.
one.
Brilliant Earth jewelry will haunt your computer forever.
Thank you so much for the gorgeous
Yeah.
engagement ring.
Yes, thank you.
By
Thank you.
BrilliantEarth.com.
Brilliant Earth.
Reclaimed materials.
1-800-BRILLIANT-EARTH.
Conflict 3 diamond. Conflict free available diamonds. Be responsible with your jewelry, people. Okay.
No blood diamonds here.
No.
No.
Unless they're
So,
fucking.
okay, so is that how you actually, did you go? So the,
Poor child in Africa.
so you were, is that how you actually found the ring that you were looking for? You went online.
I was looking for something nature inspired. I knew that I wanted that Marissa was very natural, and I wanted something with either flowers.
I mean,
I had
Sterling,
gotten
I've been
her.
drinking. Hold on.
I had gotten her jewelry in the past, including these like flower earrings and a butterfly necklace, which she's wearing right now, actually. So yeah, I wanted something nature inspired, and then I wanted it to be different. I didn't know if she wanted white gold or if she wanted yellow gold, anything like this. He said, "Show the camera."
Show the camera.
Don't get fancy.
Right. So
Alright.
I remember when we were talking about it, you're telling me all this, and you kept
Yeah.
saying elven, and I was like, that is so strange. Why would you describe it that way?
Because she
then-
liked Lord of the Rings too.
Yes. But then he showed me what he was looking at. It's got little leaves. You can see it. He's showing right now. No, you can't see it. Okay. Well, it looks like vines, and
it's
it's
very
got little
beautiful.
leaves around it. It's very, very pretty, and it's rose gold, which I totally approved of when you wanted that one.
Yes. Yeah. When I realized that rose gold wasn't like poor quality or anything, and it was like actually something nice, I immediately picked it because I was like, that'll look beautiful on her finger, and it's I think it was called budding willow. Was the style.
The rose gold's good with her color
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. That's what I
I'm
thought.
brown.
That is not what I meant, but
But yeah.
But
Milk
it's true.
chocolate.
brown.
Okay, so you
I found the ring, ordered it, and sent it to my parents' house. And yeah, I showed everybody, and they were all like, so they knew. And how long
What?
before the engagement was that?
When was
It
that?
was-
Long time.
It was a while, right?
What?
Month, at least.
At least a month.
What?
Month and a half. Yeah.
Enough time that we were all like,
So
Oh my
when is
gosh.
the plan gonna come out? Yeah, and
Oh
I was just
my.
keeping it there at their house because I was terrified that you were gonna find it. I gave it to Garrett, and it was his responsibility.
Garrett, you rock.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but okay.
What are you talking about?
You had that day.
I had it that day.
Oh my god, he's drunk.
Oh, jeez.
You definitely
like
had it on the day
17.
of the
No, I
engagement.
wasn't.
You weren't 7. You definitely had it on the.
17.
Okay.
He was 13.
Either way. Anyway, yes, I left it there and was like, "It's here.
Okay.
Protect it.
Okay. I think my
Don't
mom
let
took it
mom
from
throw it away."
me. No, I don't think she threw it away. But the day of, I feel like she took it from me and was like, "No, you don't. I don't trust you. I'ma hold it."
That's very sweet.
That might just be a mental thing.
So then, yeah.
Sorry.
So I go to this field trip. I'm literally rehearsing how to lip sync to Maroon 5 Sugar. Like, every free second that I have while I'm there. Yeah. Had it, on my phone. I was like, thank God there's Wi-Fi here. And literally, like, in the bathroom after these kids have, gone to bed, like, trying to learn these damn lyrics. Yeah, no, I did. Okay, so I said choreograph,
1,
but I
2,
didn't learn
3.
any choreograph. I just was like, all right,
You were
well,
working on your dance moves.
just gonna go with it.
Wait,
was it
that
just-
was just off the cuff.
That was all freestyle.
Wow.
There's
What?
no way. There's
I
no
watched
way.
the video
I don't
about 10
believe it.
times
That's
and just
impressive.
tried
Okay,
to
I
be
can accept that.
inspired. Yeah,
That's impressive.
but no, I didn't practice. I only
Whoa.
practiced the lyrics, so I didn't want to be like mouthing off. Yeah,
But you did that in the mirror, like
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at yourself.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. So then, yeah, I tell Allie what I need her to do with a CD. She gets that done for me. I called Brewster Street like 10 times.
Lots of time.
Trying to make sure that they were cool with this and that, I know y'all have a people coming on. If all I need is like 5 minutes during the intermission or something. We had our first date there. I explained all the importance. They were totally on board with it.
So sweet.
They didn't exactly spread it around to everybody though, because as we learned later, then I told as we're coming back on the day of, I told Marissa that I was going to be back later than I actually was. So I bought myself like 3 hours maybe, telling her, we're not coming back till this time. And then when I got into town, I immediately drove to Brewster Street, met Mom and Garrett, and we drew on the floor on the concrete and towards the front of near the stage, Drew and Marissa, in a big heart. And yeah, Mom was like already crying and stuff, and Garrett was very helpful. And I told him to bring the ring. He was, yes, you remember that part? At
Yeah.
least? Okay.
Fast forward a little bit. We had to turn around for the ring.
Of course. Okay. Of course. Thank you for turning around for the ring.
That's hilarious.
I also talked to.
How far were you? Do you realize?
500 feet.
The parking lot.
Enough that it was like, oh my god.
The parking lot.
Also
Damn it.
during that weekend, or
had one
while I was
job.
away, I had to talk to your folks, to your family.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't know that.
And
No. You can't gloss over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
How
happened?
bad was it?
Oh.
How great was it? But how stressed out were you
Okay.
about it?
No. Okay. But before I went, before I left, I went and talked to her parents. Yeah. I don't remember. No. Yeah. It had to be like the week before.
I remember you went to
okay.
lunch with them at that place that's like agave now.
That was a different thing.
Are you sure?
That was a different thing, like a year or two before.
Oh, okay.
But
That was like
that was that was a shakedown.
Never mind. Scratch that.
Okay, so now we kind of got to go into
Yeah.
it.
What?
So like about a year or so before,
Yeah.
before we moved in together, there was a lot of stress going on in our relationship during that summer before I moved out, and it was showing. Like her parents knew that there was stress and what was going on, and they told me to meet them there and had a sit down with me and said, you need to do better.
I apologize for
Yeah.
bringing that up.
No,
It's
it's
okay.
okay. It's
It's
okay
okay.
because it was true. It was true. I was not taking responsibility, and they told me that I needed to do better. And I
you got dressed
I-
in like a suit.
did I get you? I don't think
You
I
had like a
dressed as-
blazer.
Her mom told you to nut up.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Amy.
Wait,
Me
wait.
getting it
I thought
done.
you asked them.
No.
No, they asked you to.
No,
to. It was at the time. It was Beamers.
Yeah, it was Beamers. No, they definitely wanted to talk to me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and yeah. So so I did get dressed up because I was like, oh God. So I get dressed up
In a blazer.
and I'm leaving, and yeah. So Mom realized what was going on and was like, wait, where are you going? And I told her, and she was confused. She was very confused. But then so I get there, and anyway, so that happened. Yeah, they told me to be better, and I was better. Fast back forward. So then I went over there like the week before I went out of town, and talked to her and her dad at their dining room table and said, I think I showed him the ring. I definitely showed Laura the ring.
Laura.
Yeah. Yeah, I showed him the ring, and I showed Laura the ring. Because I wanted Laura's opinion. I was like, do you think she's going to like this? And yeah, like you said, Sterling is very stressful. But it's just kind of threw out there, I think y'all know, how much I care for Marissa. And I don't deserve her, but could I please have y'all's blessing to ask her to be my wife? And they were like, of course. And we were all sad and hugged. But then, well, sad, happy,
Sad.
We
We're all sad and crying.
Depressed.
tearing up.
Oh, he's moving forward with this.
Right.
Oh no!
Oh,
We thought this was
great.
on the way out.
Damn
I
it.
thought we shook him down at the Beamers.
We thought we scared him at the Beamers. He's really
Oh, Beamers.
I love
just
Beamers.
so blonde.
Grown men aren't blonde.
But yeah, so then I had to get them to the Brewster Street, and and then Dad wasn't going to be there, which was, but like this, I've already set things in motion. Like it has to happen. And yeah. So then
Yeah.
it went down, and Marissa, you can take it from there because you got a call from Allie.
Yeah, shout out to Allie, because we had tried to make plans like the week before and they didn't fall through. So then that Friday you're like, hey,
It worked
you
out very
available
well.
this weekend? You're available tonight? Let's go out tonight. And I was like, heck yeah.
Yeah, because Drew called me on the way home from the field trip, and he said, okay, here's the plan. I need you to get her there. I need it to be your idea. And I was like, okay. I
That
got
was
this.
genius because I had not
So,
suspected it at all.
I think we even
I call this guy-
talked about the fake out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We did. Because he was like, ask her if you want to. She'll probably say, let me wait till Drew gets home. And I'll pretend like I'm a little tired, but okay, let's go anyway. I was like, perfect. It's totally Drew to plan that out.
Yeah.
So then I call this one, and I'm like, hey, big shit going down tonight. Excuse my language. But very exciting. And he was like, oh, God. Oh, God, I don't think I can do it. But, yes, called Marissa, asked if they wanted to hang out, and she was like, yeah, of course. I think Drew's getting back kind of late. I'll see what he wants, like exactly what we thought she'd say. I'll see if he wants to. I'll let you know. I was like, okay, cool. And she did. She let me know very quickly, and she was like, yeah, we're in. So it was like, we were like, okay, we'll meet you there. So we got there probably 30 minutes early because Sterling was freaking out. And we had to pick a table that was like far enough away so that she wouldn't see the chalk on the ground, but that like it still seemed like we picked a good table,
Yeah.
So I drove there by myself.
No.
No, y'all came together.
We came together?
I came home as though I had just got back from the trip.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know. I
And you
forgot.
guys met us there, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I was
Yeah.
like, what? How did I get there?
So Sterling was very particular about where we sat because he wanted us to be like looking at where our parents would be, and you not to be at all, which worked out well because we got her a little bit drunk and she didn't even notice. So
One
Yeah.
margarita.
But now, Marissa, you go.
Huh?
You
So,
go. You
wait.
take it from here.
So we're there.
So okay. Sterling
Yeah.
and I got there early. We sat. We're sitting at a table, and I mean, it's hard
yeah.
to describe, like Brewster Street. Where our backs are kind of towards the stage, so that they would be
Yeah.
looking at the stage, and we're looking at the bar behind them, which is where our parents would be.
Yep.
So they get there. We have chips and queso and drinks.
Yep. So I was way more concerned at the time why Sterling was so quiet. I was like, what?
I'm not good at secrets. I guess this is my specialty.
So we're there, and yeah, I have like all the things I could possibly want. I have my margaritas, my wings, and I'm like, this is a good day. And we're all hanging out, and Drew goes to the restroom, and then I'm like, all right, that's cool. And then, yeah, Sterling's just like stonewalling me and like not talking, and I'm like, this is not him. He's a talker. I mean, he could talk to anybody, so why is he so quiet? I think like Allie left too to go to the restroom too, and I was like, so Allie's cute, like, and you're like, yep, and I was like, she's awesome, and you were just like, I was just like, how do I talk to this guy? Like, I didn't know what to say to you, but I was just trying to get him to talk. So our mutual was Allie, so I was just
That's so funny because
so Allie.
I remember it. Listen, if we're imagining this table that we're sitting at right now
Oh, yeah.
as the same setup at Brewster Street, the stage is back behind over here. Allie sat right here so that her back is to the stage. I sat right here because the DJ booth is behind where Drew is right now, and Drew sat in the exact same place as he is right now.
About 5 feet, right?
Yeah, maybe 7, but it's very close. The DJ stage is back there, or the DJ booth is back there, and then Marissa sat on the end of the table over here.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
stuck a
funny because I didn't remember. What I remember the main thing of it was Drew going to the bathroom about 3 or 4 times in a 25-minute span. Bathroom. And every time that he got up, he would walk out of Marissa's sight and then potentially back into her, like the edge of her peripheral if she was looking for him. And he's clearly talking to the DJ, like coordinating how they're going to go about it. And so I remember, Marissa's over here, I'm sitting in the same place, and I would go like, Marissa, look over here, watch me juggle some French fries. And I would just I was trying to do anything so that she would look this way as opposed to looking that way as Drew is coordinating everything, because I know what's going on. And I remember the whole drive over there, I just went like, Drew, like this isn't going to work. Like, it's a great idea. I love the idea, but I'm worried, like, there's so many ways that this can, at any point, if Marissa turned around 10 feet past the DJ's booth is all of her family, all of Drew and Allie and Garrett's family, and some of my family that just came to watch because they were excited about the whole idea. There's 25 people that we know that if she turns her head 20 degrees to the right, she's going to see and go like, why are they here? Why is Drew talking to the DJ? I mean, there was a bunch of like ways that I had in my head that this could go wrong. That's funny though. I didn't know that you thought that I was being quiet.
Yeah, I was like, what the hookie? So I stuck a fry in your Dos Equis, and then you were so pissed, and I was like,
and it was such a false
I've
anger.
never seen him mad. I was like, I've done it now.
I had to act like I was angry, and I was like waving my arms around.
Yeah.
Same thing, just so she would look this
was like,
direction.
damn.
Because I could care less about the drink.
Okay, I just wasted a $6 beer.
I was like, thank goodness. As if a French fry would stop me from drinking a drink. I don't care. I'll eat the French fry whenever it comes through it. But that's funny. Yeah, I didn't know that was.
Yeah, I was like, okay, what's going on? Why is
I remember her.
bad mood?
I remember you telling me that you put a French fry in his drink whenever I came back
Yeah.
to the table, and I was like, "What?" You're like, "Yeah," and he's not happy about it. I was like, "Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I was
I'll
like,
get
okay,
him another drink. It's okay. I'll just
how
go
do
get him.
I,
I'll
fix
that-
this?"
Yeah, that was another excuse to get up. I was like, "Oh, I'll just go get him another drink. Don't worry about it."
Oh my gosh. Drew seriously got up like every 5 minutes, it felt like. And so we were just like, Marissa, hey, over here.
Drinks, guys. We need more napkins.
He just kept, he can't. I felt like he
You
got
want more
up like
food?
10 times.
We need wings, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
wings.
You kept. You're
More
like,
fried
you want
pickles.
wings, right? Do you want another margarita? And she was like, what? I got. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll get you one.
I was like, all right, this is awesome.
We gotta keep this
Okay.
party going.
So, the band goes into their kind of little mid concert break. What is that called? Intermission.
Mm-hmm.
They go into their intermission. Drew goes on his 17th and final break. he goes to to go get us another drink or whatever, and then what happens from there?
So yeah, I sneak backstage. Well, I talk to the DJ real quick and say, okay, I'm gonna go up, and I sneak backstage, and they told me, all right, I'm gonna turn on the mic and so you can say something first. So and then I have this. Okay, so Brilliant Earth gives you a like 3.5 inch by 3.5 inch wooden box that has the ring. It's a ring box, but it's wooden and it's huge. And so Garrett handed me that on my way also. So it's in my pocket, and now I'm going to be standing on stage, and I'm like, this is going to look weird if for some reason I turn around or anything. I'm just going to have this big bulge sticking out of my
He's not used to having
pants.
a large bulge in his pants.
And I didn't want to be on stage with a large bulge.
Nowhere near
So-
3-inch bulge in his pants when he's looking normal.
Terrified.
1.5.
Terrified for a few seconds. I'm like, don't want to leave it back here, but I don't have a choice. So I set it like on the scaffolding in the back, the box. Again, could have gone wrong. Could have gone really wrong. Go out onto the stage and
Sing.
yeah,
for
I
a
sing
long
first
time.
actually. Yeah, so Sugar by Maroon 5 is a long song to
It is long.
lip sync to.
4.5 minutes.
17 is what I was gonna say.
Lip sync, with my own improvised half Maroon 5
Body rolls.
inspired body rolls. And
And-
especially when halfway through the song, security comes up to me and asks me to get down because they think I'm a drunken buffoon up on the stage.
Making love to the microphone.
Yeah, because they weren't
humping the
let in
microphones.
on the plan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm telling them no.
No.
Go talk to somebody because while I'm still trying to lip sync and to my beloved.
Who has no idea what
yeah.
he's doing.
No.
I think, go ahead.
No,
Allie.
drunk Marissa is sitting over here just like, what's he doing?
What is he doing?
And
just getting out there.
she was
Yeah,
like,
I got
so proud of
cheers and
him.
everything whenever
Yeah.
I got out there.
Uh-huh.
I was like, he's really putting himself out there. I'm so proud of
I
him.
remember at one point during the song, we had there's a table behind us, behind me that was about like 15 people or so, and they said loud enough for Marissa to hear if she had been listening, but they went, what's he doing up there? Is he gonna propose or something? And I remember I turned around and I said, y'all shut up back there, all right? Shut your mouth and pay attention. And they all went, are you serious? I was like, what? I just said be quiet about it, but maybe, all right, be cool.
That's
And
hilarious.
at this point, Marissa still doesn't, or maybe she knows that she's really good at hiding, or she's really good
No.
at
She was
acting.
just confused.
I was very confused, but was like really proud. I was like, he's up there. He's getting back to his entertainer roots. Go you. You're gonna
Entertainer Roots being one school, what was it called?
Backup
Talent
singer?
show.
Sir,
Talent show.
you were in 2 bands.
I was
Yeah.
in one band.
Month
no,
of May.
Don't you dare forget about your mariachi band.
Mariachi band was later.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
It was
wasn't?
in
Oh my
college.
gosh. Okay, yeah. I never performed.
Let's
with the
hear a
mariachi band.
Greedo.
Well,
Anyway,
Let's hear your best
okay,
Greedo.
I can't do the Greedo because Mom has Greedoed everybody out.
yeah,
Well-
that's too much.
Okay. This
But
is true. She's pretty good.
Okay.
so about halfway through, I'm like, Marissa, like, come on, let's go up there,
like,
because
"You
I'm
think I
trying.
should?"
I'm trying to get her to like not be sitting at the table whenever he's done, and she's just laughing and like, okay, he's great, and like trying to get her to see, like trying to get it to click a little bit, see the chalk on the floor, and so I'm like, come on, and we get up and we go look, and I keep pointing at the floor, and you can see it in the video. She's just like, just staring at Drew, singing along and everything like that, and she didn't really see the floor until
No.
I think at the end.
Not till the very end. And there's
Yeah.
like so many people there, but yet like I didn't see any of them. Like I had I just knew Allie was there, you were there, and I was just like,
Yeah. So then the
Normally-
song finally ends, and I, tell everybody, I introduce my wife, who's standing there like, what's going on? And, have an important question to ask her, and then I run backstage, and thank God the ring box was still there. And then come around the corner, and I ask, and she says yes, and then her family comes out from around the corner, and I point at them, and I tell her, your parents are over there. And she's, what was the phrase? Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We have all of this on video as well.
Yes. Thanks to myself and Sterling's mother.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Sterling.
That was awesome.
And
Y'all
Kyle.
rock.
And she's fine. And then she saw the chalk. And
Yeah, and then it all clicked, and I was like, "Ah." Yeah.
I mean, it went.
Magical.
I mean, really, it was. Drew's talking down the performance that he did. It was incredible. I mean, really was. I remember leaving there with my parents. My parents and I drove over. No, I didn't drive over there with my parents. You and I drove over there.
Back at your house, back at their house.
Okay, we met back up at my parents' house, and I remember my dad. We were going to sit down on the couch and just talk about the night, and he went, "Man, honestly, I've got to give it to Drew. Kyle, I couldn't do it. There'd be no way I could do it." And he said, and my mom went, "Oh, come on! If you would have had to do something like that, you could have done it." And I remember he had like a healthy pregnant pause, and he went, "Kyle, I don't love you enough. There's no way." And it was so funny the way he said it because he was being genuine. It was just like that was the bravery that it took to do it that way, and it was. I mean, it was great. It was just. It was awesome to see something that will never be performed like that from anyone that we know. So it was great. We were super happy for you.
well, I think that the moment and the feeling of it were definitely rivaled, if not and equaled by y'all's moment.
Oh,
I
for
think
sure. It was so
it was
beautiful.
very beautiful and very
so
well planned
beautiful.
out.
Yeah.
We
that was
had a fun time
awesome.
doing it, but I don't know. I mean, really, y'all blew it out. Y'all set the standard really. Y'all set the bar really high. So it was fun.
Good luck, Garrett.
Yep. So okay. So y'all are engaged. You've gone through. Now you begin the wedding planning.
Right.
Oh,
You've gone through all the wedding
yes.
planning. You get to the wedding itself.
Yeah.
I really don't remember a ton. I remember the wedding, and I wasn't
Yeah.
like drunk or anything. I just same thing. I don't have a recording of the story to listen to it over again.
Yeah, I mean, once everything came together, it was just. I mean, it seemed like to me it was very smooth. It was very casual.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was.
Gore, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a really pretty
And the
location.
I think the location, Heritage Park downtown, was beautiful. All the old buildings and the oak trees. The oak trees full of lights that Sterling and Garrett helped me put up that morning,
Shout
the
out.
morning of, in like about an hour, I guess, maybe less. Maybe we slapped those things up quick.
It actually. I remember as we were doing it, I was like, "Why are we doing it?" I didn't think it was worth it. It was. It really did. It looked great. I mean, it really tied everything together really well.
Yeah, I thought it really brought everything together in the night. Once the darkness started to come down and the lights were turned on, it really brought everything cool. Looked really cool.
Yeah. I just want to point out that I tied his bow tie.
Yes,
I feel like-
Allie did
Shout
tie my
out.
bow tie
I need.
in the parking lot
What should you be talking about my bow tie?
because I was like
Freaking out.
not like scared, just like
Freaking out.
Oh,
I hope
so
that everything's come together and I can't do this right now. I've
showed him-
tried 6 times.
On the
Can't do
drive
it.
there, he had a YouTube
Whoa.
video. I was like, just watch the YouTube video, it'll help. And he, like, the whole car, he was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm like, fuck it, I can't do it. And we get out, we get there, and I was like, okay, well, let me watch it for a
None
second.
of those can't do it's were metaphors. Okay, there was never
No.
there was never
I
a
can't do
moment.
this, is what you're
No.
saying. I can't do this.
No.
This
it was,
thing
I
is
can't
not
do
working.
the
Somebody else
stupid
needs to
tie.
do it right
Yeah,
now.
not for a second
Yeah.
did it sound like that at all. No, just, I can't do this stupid bow tie. Like, why did I pick a bow tie? This is so stupid. So I did it right outside the Jeep. I was just like,
shout out to Allie.
Yes.
what?
Thank goodness for sisters, huh?
So
And that was the first and only time that I've worn beard oil, which actually smelled really nice.
Oh,
Like a eucalyptus.
Your beard
That
and
was
hair
nice.
looked excellent.
Yeah.
yeah, it looked really nice. I was
y'all look
watching
great.
y'all from
And
the top.
Joe was the
saw ya.
officiant,
Yes.
or what is that called?
yeah, I'd say
officiant.
officiant. Yeah, I mean he's
See, I forget those things.
he was a pastor.
Ordained minister.
Yeah, there you go. Ordained. There you go. Not a pastor. He's ordained minister. But we just felt like that's where we wanted to go with it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was it was incredible. It really was.
Yeah. And we met with him too beforehand. Was it just the once? And then we talked to him on the phone a couple times
Yeah.
too about what we wanted, how we wanted the ceremony to go, like how much religion in it, what things we wanted to be said, and then how Allie and Garrett were going to be involved, and Laura and Eddie.
So sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
we're sorry for putting all
I
that on you,
know.
but
I'm
y'all did
so
great,
sorry.
and it really turned out beautiful. Thanks
I
to
don't
y'all.
even remember- I don't even remember what I said, honestly. I remember my speech at the reception, but I don't remember what I said at the ceremony. I'm pretty
It's
sure it
okay.
was really just a lot of
No, there really. We've watched the video, and there really wasn't that much from anybody.
I was blown away. I was like, wow, I can't believe we asked that of them.
I've still
And
got
the
mine
fact
written
that
down because
Yeah.
I planned
Y'all
it.
were so sweet of y'all.
So
I winged it.
Yeah.
You did great, guys. Thank you.
Garrett got
so
up
much.
there. The darkness of night. The love of Drew never fail.
I remember Garrett.
Marissa, I can't wait for you to be my sister. Just like the roses have thorns.
Oh my god, I was about to say that.
What? I just made that up.
Every rose has a thorn. Just like
Whoa.
Night has its dawn.
rose has its thorn.
Okay. So one of the things that I remember is that at one point I remember the DJ that y'all had at y'all's wedding at the reception. I remember that.
He
I remember hearing
rocked.
that that he like defiantly didn't
Yeah.
defiant like was clearly defiant of y'all's wishes,
Yeah.
despite the fact that you paid him.
Yeah.
And I remember there was one point in the wedding where y'all were like, yeah, like, I think Drew came up to, I was talking with maybe me, my dad, and maybe Cutter or something like that. And he walked up, he's like, yeah, like, we asked him not to do this, but he did it. And I was like, I'll go kick the shit out of this guy right now. And I was so mad about it that you would pay them to do their job and they don't do what you ask of them, not outside of the realm of a normal thing.
He was an
I remember Drew
artist.
went, yeah, it's part of it. It's okay. And just went on with the day. And I went, you know what? Listen, I'm not gonna make a stink about this. If
happy guy.
yeah, if Drew's not gonna be mad about this at his wedding, I'm not gonna act like I'm mad about this. So I just let it go. But that was one of the big things that I remember
Yes.
from
yeah.
the wedding. That was
So yeah, we hired the
Perfect
DJ. Well, Marissa's mom found the DJ, right?
Yep.
And we got him hired, and then they gave us his contact information so that we could talk with him. And I sent him it was like a 2 or 3 page email about, what I expected kind of deal. And I don't feel like I was super harsh or super like,
I kind of did.
okay, yeah. Like I said, I
he
don't
showed
feel.
me later.
But yeah, I showed it to
I
her
was like,
later.
oh my
and
God, what is this?
I will say demanding. It did seem a little bit control freak-y. But I could have worked with that. But he kind of like was pissed when he got the email and talked to her mom and was like, I don't even know if I can do this because he wants to take away. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional, and he only wants me to play certain songs, and so
My mom calls me
so she calls her.
and is like, hey, Mari, I don't want to make this a big deal, but I don't know what Drew sent in an email, but it kind of rubbed him the wrong way. And if y'all could just contact him because he's kind of thinking about backing out. And I was like, so pissed. I was like, what was in that email?
She was so pissed. We were still in Houston. And
Yeah. And she was like, I don't want y'all to fight about this. I don't want y'all to worry about it at all. And I was like, okay, Mom, yeah. And then I was just like, what was in that email? Because our wedding was like really coming up fast. And I read it and I was like, what is this? And she was like, or I don't know what she said. Well, she wasn't involved at that point. But I was like, Drew!
So yeah, before I sent the email, I read like every article I could find about how to, pick a DJ and what you needed from your DJ, that kind of thing. And there were all these warnings about like DJs who come and just take over the night and they have like
Mambo number
strobe
5.
lights or they play all of, they don't tell you that they only play Tejano or they only play, whatever kind of music that they like. And I was just trying to head it off and was like, this is the kind of, we don't want gangster rap. We don't want club bumping stuff. You know, we want the classics. You know, that's great. Here's a list of songs that we'd like, and it was a long list, very long list.
No, a long list. In my opinion, whenever I heard this, I went, "Oh, a long list. That means you can pick from this."
Yeah, absolutely. This is designed to inspire you, and then this other slightly shorter list is the songs that I definitely want you to play.
I think that's totally fine. I think we should have punched the guy in the teeth.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
He ended up being helpful that day, and everything went smoothly.
Yeah,
He did say our names wrong when he introduced
He
us.
said our names wrong, and as soon as I was getting ready, and he called for me down. I was like, all right. I came down. He was like, so I almost didn't come today, and I was like, what? He was like, yeah, but like kind of like wanting like praise or something.
Thank you so much for coming.
Wow. So I mean, he's available if you guys are interested, and for y'all. I mean, now that y'all know,
We had picked out, this was another thing that I thought was pretty normal. You pick out a song that you want to walk after you've had the kiss, and you want to leave. You're exiting, right? You have the song, the ending procession song. We picked out a wonderful song. I think it was.
Shake that ass, bitch, and let me see what you
Yes.
got. Yeah.
No. It was like
that's it.
instrumental. I don't know. Anyway,
Probably a thought.
and he played. Can you feel the love tonight?
Lion King?
From the Lion King.
Yeah,
And it worked. Whatever.
It worked.
It worked. We were.
It doesn't matter if it worked or not.
As we're leaving, we're like whispering to each other, "Is this from the Lion King?"
I love the Lion King.
It is a good song.
Don't
But
get
we
me
were
wrong.
just so happy.
It's the bare necessities,
Yeah.
the
I was
simple
like-
bare necessities.
That would have been good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
No, I didn't like him either. But like I said,
When we were dancing, though, all the dance
So
tunes that
fun.
we played were really good and kept
Yeah.
us. I mean, kept
We were dancing the
not
whole
everybody
time.
at the wedding was dancing, but me and Marissa danced like the whole night, basically,
That was
which was lots
fun.
of fun. So
Yeah.
I didn't feel I was willing to take some of the L's.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you did it very responsibly.
You were very gracious that day. But he pissed me off a whole bunch.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so obviously I was not super. I mean, I apologize for the video and the quality.
Video
and all
was
that.
wonderful.
But
The
Yeah,
only
it was awesome.
The video. I made a video of them that they asked for me to have. I was not ready on the rehearsal dinner. I feel terrible about that. But we played it at the wedding. Didn't have a speaker. I thought we'd be okay without a speaker because the DJ dude was there. Like,
Yeah.
right.
I
Makes
don't know.
sense, yeah.
I think we maybe brought the jam box or something, and then he was like, "Oh, I have a speaker." So we're trying to get this all set up, and as we're talking about this, he's like, "You know, I do videos too, right?"
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Okay, cool. I just need you to play the video. It has music that goes with it." He's like, "Well, I can play the music." I was like, "No, it's all together. I just need
Oh,
to. I literally just have
no.
to push play. You just have to do it and have it play on the speaker. Is that an
Yeah.
option? You know, I mean, if
Yeah.
it's not, I'm not going to set this all up. But if it's..." And he was just like, "Well, I mean, I don't know why they just didn't have me do the video." I was like,
Oh no.
"Bro,
Because we don't want to send you all of our baby pictures.
you're super weird and creepy and nobody knows you. I don't want you to play any music other than what I put on the video. Just play the video. Like, what is your
Yeah.
deal?" And then while we're setting it up, he's all, "Oh, we're having technical difficulties over there in the court." Like, nobody was even paying attention to me setting the
Oh,
speakers up.
come
And he's like
on.
calling attention to it. Not to like put a damper
Wow.
on y'all's wedding day. It
No.
was still awesome. But
No, this is
I didn't
okay.
like him.
Yeah.
No, I hated
No,
it.
yeah, and we wouldn't hire him again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
the day turned out okay.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
I'm
Not
sure he
okay,
has a
wonderful.
photography business now. I'm sure that it's
Yeah.
thriving.
Yeah, and his videography business, all of it. He's just
All
yeah,
of it.
he's good.
So then, what about? So like, it was Heritage Park,
Right.
downtown Corpus.
Which
Gorgeous.
is wonderful. We love going by there now
I
because we have so many
know.
moments downtown. It's on the way to Brewster Street, and then we had all our wedding pictures that were down there or around the oak trees and that kind of thing. And then there's always festivals down at Heritage Park. We go to them and we get to relive. So it's pretty cool.
Didn't you take a photo in front of like the Whataburger sign?
Patty
Yes.
melt. Yes.
The Patty Melt in
It
the
was in the
background.
background.
Patty Melt
I was like-
billboard was in one of the backgrounds.
It was
and
awesome.
it worked out really well.
Wasn't the photographer like, "Hey, can you scoot over a little bit?
Yeah.
The signs in your back
Yeah.
or in the background." You're like, "I want them there."
I want it to be there. My favorite
We actually
meal.
love patty melt.
The number 11
That's
at.
good.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what it is.
Thank
It's-
you,
it doesn't have a number.
Whataburger, for bringing us this segment.
Thank you.
Corpus Christi.
Home
Okay.
of the first water.
So then now, let's jump into how fast, because y'all spent like, it wasn't the honeymoon, was it? That was in Port Aransas? Was that
I
like,
guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
so-
after that, we went there. Yeah.
Yeah, my parents paid for us for 5. I think it was a 5-day trip
Yeah.
to. Yeah,
To
I did
Port
not
In.
know it was that long.
no, it was.
No, it was like
it was
5.
5 days.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Out at
Port Royal.
and they got us. They stocked the room with food
Very
and
sweet.
yeah, wine and all kinds of stuff. So I mean, we were set, and we had it was very rainy and wet outside and kind of cold, but they had hot tubs, and we spent a little bit of time, down at the hot tub, but it was very cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, we we watched a lot of Alaskan State Troopers and just vegged and just had a really relaxing,
That's good.
nice days after all the planning and
Oh man, it's
everything.
Just
yeah.
be done with everything. Wipe the
And
slate
this-
clean.
The wedding was on the 19th, so this was right before Christmas. So
Whoa.
yeah, So-
December 19th. That's right.
Yeah.
December 19th, and then so
Yep.
when we got out, when we finished, it was already like
Christmas Day.
Christmas Eve. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's fun.
yeah,
I think we stayed at your mom's after that.
we did. Yeah,
Yeah.
on the blow up in the spare.
So then, okay, I guess I was mistaken because I thought the Hawaii trip was just a fun trip. The photo that's in the background that you
That
can't see on
was
the
a-
video.
We consider that a honeymoon,
Right? Okay.
That,
sure,
but
yeah.
just something that we planned, but it wasn't planned well in advance. It was planned in like a week.
Yeah, we were literally up on our computer at night and we're like, let's just go somewhere. It was a crazy year and
We'd already decided to come back to Corpus, right? I think so. I think we had just decided.
did we?
I think so.
Probably. But
Hey, are we
yeah.
having food delivered here?
Yeah.
Okay, some car just slowly drove by. I'll check it.
How did
Keep
you
going.
see that?
I saw headlights.
I heard a car door. It's already paid for and tip and all that.
It's already paid for.
What
Yeah,
though?
on the app. On the app.
Did we split it or is it just
Yeah, sure.
They did.
you guys?
That's very generous. Thank y'all for coming over.
Of course.
Wait, we'll
very
pay
welcome.
you back.
Okay,
I
but
paid for it.
yeah. So the
Yeah, we were
the Hawaii
up.
trip was like
No, we booked it in
Real
a day,
late.
honey. It was not a couple of days. We were up and we're like, where are we going?
yeah.
Let's go to Hawaii.
Yeah, we were looking and I called my mom because I was like, Mom, I want to do this we want to do this, but I'm scared. And she was like, y'all need to just live. And yeah, she was like really supportive. And I was like, okay, it's done. I was like, Drew, we're going to Hawaii.
And then,
Thank you,
yeah,
HISD.
And we booked those tickets. Yes, thank you, Houston ISD. Pizza
Oh my
is
God.
here.
Okay, should we take a break and eat some food?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yes. Allie, we're having
Let's get down
human
to the
interaction. Please close your phone.
Let's get physical making music. I like that. Okay, sorry. We took a break for some pizza. Shout out to Papa Murphy's, one of our big sponsors for this recording.
That's not Papa Murphy.
Papa Murphy's, thank you for the $1.2 million in order to get everything funded.
We are still waiting on that, so if you'll send
Yeah,
it
as soon as y'all
immediately.
send the check, that'd be great. No. Okay, so we were starting we stopped off after the wedding.
Right. We
Yeah.
had Christmas.
Yeah.
Then we went back to Houston.
Houston.
And then sometime towards the end of my semester, or our semester, we decided that we didn't like Houston. Not that we didn't like Houston, but that we needed to come back to Corpus, and I needed to pursue a different career. Yeah. And when we decided that, we also decided that we were going to take a trip to commemorate our new decision, our new direction.
Yeah. So we found Hawaii, and I was like, sweet. I knew he'd always wanted to go there, and I was like, let's do it.
Where, was it just on a whim, just laying down one night and went, yeah, Hawaii would be fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exotic.
Yep.
Don't need a passport.
Yep.
Easy.
That's exactly what happened.
Did y'all have a like a budget in mind? Did you think, okay, we can spend this much money? What can we do with this?
No.
We didn't do a whole lot of planning. We
No.
shopped around for maybe an hour and a half.
Just like finding like where we would stay, what flight, all that jazz, and we're like, okay, that's where it's gonna be. We're just gonna.
I like it.
What
And we bought it.
airline?
United?
Southwest.
Southwest.
No, I don't know.
It is the best.
I don't know.
I think we did fly.
One leg of it Southwest.
We wanted to fly Southwest, but I don't think they had it. I think we did fly United.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, I think Southwest only flies. I know they fly
Southwest.
contiguous U.S.
Or Continental.
Yeah.
or United.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was United.
Where did y'all fly from? Y'all flew from Hobby or George Bush
George Bush, I believe.
to like L.A.?
No.
San Fran.
San Fran, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we flew to San Fran and then we hopped over. And the flight to San Francisco was awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a really nice plane. We had good seats. Movies, like I was
Fast.
just like all those movies. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and
awesome.
it was fast. It was like
Hour and a half.
yeah,
2 hours.
It was quick.
Yeah.
2 hours maybe. And then the flight from San Francisco to Hawaii seemed way longer. And like the AC or something was broken because
It
Marissa was like,
hot.
yeah, it was really hot and uncomfortable. And
I mean, how far is it's like a 5-hour flight, isn't it? From
I feel like
California. I
it.
think it is.
I had no idea about the
Distance of Hawaii.
geography of it.
Yeah,
I
ditto.
thought for sure the flight to San Francisco was going to be way longer than the one from San Francisco to Hawaii. Yeah. But no, it's
like a third
lot
of the
further.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
it
I
is
looked at the
5 hours.
times. I saw the times like between.
But you didn't
and
think
I
about
was
time
like,
zones?
Yeah, I didn't think about time zones. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
That's true.
I don't know how many you changed, but I'm assuming it's
Yeah.
at least one or two.
Yeah.
It's 2 to California. It's how many to
It doesn't
Hawaii,
matter.
I don't know.
Hawaii doesn't span across
We
time
went
zones.
we went to Oahu. Which is where the capital is.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because it was historic. When we touched down, again, Marissa was not feeling good.
I was so nauseous.
Yeah, so we went outside and like looked around, and I mean we could see lots of vegetation and stuff, and the temperature outside was really cool. It was like I don't know, it was like high 70s, 78 maybe. And cool, but it was raining, so we saw some vegetation, but there was a lot of concrete because it was an airport. We caught a taxi, and we're kind of like I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but can you take us to the pagoda? And he was like, the pagoda, yeah, I remember that place. It's like not one of the normal, I guess, destination places for tourists from the mainland, I guess. And everybody that we met in Hawaii that we told we were staying at the pagoda was like, oh, the pagoda, yeah.
Unique.
Like, that's cool.
Yeah, they're like, not many
that's old
locals
school.
stay there. Yeah, they kept saying that's old school. I didn't know what that meant, but I was like,
All
okay.
right. But yeah, so we weren't sure if that was a good thing. Actually, the drive there, we were kind of like,
This looks kind of like corpse.
looks a lot like Corpus.
Really?
Yeah, just like I don't know the
The
way
freeway.
the way the freeways was set up, and then like I don't know the look of the
I like leaned
the
over and was like,
horizon.
I feel like I'm on
Escape.
Crosstown.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, shit. It's like she doesn't feel good. She feels like she's home in Corpus. This is not going well. Everybody's saying they're saying that this hotel is a old school hotel. Where are we going? We should have planned more on this. But we get there and we check in and we take like a little nap just to try and get feeling
Yeah.
better. And then we felt a little better, so we went down to the
Well,
the
like
beach,
our
right?
ours. The reason we picked it was because it had a shuttle down to the beach,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't like in walking distance. But it was kind of cool that it had that, and so we were like, we don't want to keep taking traxers. What? We don't want to keep taking taxis.
Hawaiian tractors.
Yeah, like,
I've heard of those.
but yeah, so we hopped on a shuttle, and that was really cool because we could see more of like the city and stuff, and it was really pretty. I was like, oh, okay, this is different.
And the city was Honolulu, yeah?
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
yeah, it's just like massive, like the
Yeah.
beachfront.
That's where it said he flew into. That was where it said he flew into.
Yeah.
That
So-
we went to. What was the beachfront that we went to? Oahu Beach, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Thrash the Nar. Thrash the Nar Beach.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it was like so many people there, and I was like, what?
Yeah, there were tons of people on the beach.
But it was just so much to take in. I was like, whoa, this
Well,
is crazy.
like how many? How many is a lot?
Like-
Like spring break down here,
Yeah.
or
But like spread out,
Yeah, and the beach, like the sand was,
was-
a lot. I mean, it was beautiful. The water was.
crazy blue.
I mean, it's very blue. That isn't the beach that we were on. This is
No.
Oh, okay.
this is when we went snorkeling. So the next day we had set up that day at the hotel we set up a snorkeling trip for the following day, and we went.
What was that guy's
Early-
name, honey?
Um,
Oh, he was so cool.
Yeah, so the instructor for that was really, really cool. And he had all these tattoos and was just, we're going to have a lot of fun, I'm going to walk y'all through it. And he had all the gear and stuff, and we got there, and we had to sit through like this, presentation on how this reef is protected and not to touch it, that kind of thing, because it'll, ruin it. And don't pee on it and that kind of thing. Like, they actually told us not to.
I peed on it.
Yeah, I don't know why they even say it.
I peed onto it from the shore.
But yeah, and that was a really cool trip. On the way out there, because he picked us up from the hotel too. That was part of why we picked him. Also,
Again,
we don't have a car.
yeah.
Somebody come and get us.
Again was like, I haven't picked anybody up from this hotel in
Yeah, this place is
months.
cool.
I was like, okay.
Love this place.
Was it nice?
It was.
Yeah, there was
the
nothing
hotel
wrong with
room was
it.
great.
But they said it was like mostly like locals go there. Like it's not a big tour, which I was fine with. I was like,
Yeah.
this is great.
Like people from Hawaii that have
were getting
business in
up.
Honolulu or something and are just on a different island or something, or they're jumping over. Yeah. So we're getting up.
Pulled it
I'm
up.
sorry.
There you go.
We're getting up super early.
We got up so early, and I know this is weird because like my vision of like Hawaii was like not like I don't know, not what I don't know where we were at. There was like a Walmart like a block away, so like and a Ross near us, which is hilarious.
A
But like
Ross that was open like all night.
crazy, yeah. There was weird. There was always these people out, and we're like, is this like an undercover like drug place? Like, why is everybody at the Ross? Like, I think of the Ross at home, and I'm like, nobody's ever there. Like, why is this a hot spot?
Did y'all? I mean, yeah. I actually have no idea. I didn't know it was that big for one. I mean, like major highways. I just don't know the span of the island itself, I guess. But the like pineapple farms, I
Oh,
would
yeah.
assume that that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, did y'all see any of that?
Yes. We were there for 5 days. And right?
Yeah, we went to what was that beach way out there?
Yeah, well, we went to North Beach.
Which is on the wholly other side of the place. So we were like on the tip of one, and then it took us like everything changed. Like it was more rural and like it
And
was
that's
like
where-
suburban, and then it was like just fields, like cocoa, like coffee fields,
And
then
pineapple
fields.
fields.
Like you saw the Dole plantation and a bunch of like pineapples everywhere. It was beautiful. It was crazy, crazy.
Yeah,
Which, by the way, did y'all know about that guy? Did y'all know about Dole?
the Dole family.
I've heard it's not a lot of positive things, right?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, he like
They just took a bunch
stole
of
it.
land. And, yeah. But, yeah, so we went to, that was like one of the last days that we were there. We went to North Beach. And we just kind of walked around. We didn't even really go out to the beach, but we saw a bunch of shops. They had this really cool, there's a surf photographer who photographs waves. And he photographed shore breaks, which are like where there's not the water. I mean, he photographs all kinds of waves, but he photographs within the wave. And I had already heard about him. He's really famous, and they had a place there with his artwork. That's like one of two, so that was cool. We got snow cones.
Oh yeah, those were good.
Hawaiian shaved ice, which is very good. I mean, it's basically a raspa, but the ice is shaved like finer, and so I don't know.
Do they shave it from like a block of ice, like with the actual like? How do they do it?
They had a machine,
I think they did.
right?
I don't know.
But yeah, they had like one block of ice, and it was just like shredding down the edges of it.
That's so cool.
But like over there, it was like that's what I envisioned Hawaii to be like. There was like more like
Touristy,
what?
or
No, like it was just more. I don't know. Like the homes were more genuine, like original homes, I guess, like on the beams and stuff. Versus like over there, it was like more because it was like the like capital. I don't know. So it was like more. I don't know what I'm saying.
We jam packed a lot of stuff.
We
into the 5 days.
did,
So
but, like,
we
that
did the
one was-
snorkeling in Hanauma Bay. Is what that place is, and Marissa took that picture with that smartphone that she has, and just on panorama that we had learned the day before when we took a hike up to like a waterfall. We took a hike up there and we sweated our asses off, like we're covered in sweat, and there's these Asian people and native Hawaiians that are making this hike, like, and they're coming back down. They're already finished with it, and they're coming back down, and they're like completely dry, not.
I was so jealous.
And we're basically in the
God.
rainforest, and drenched in sweat. But yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful up there, and the trees are awesome. And some guy offered to take our picture next to this arch, and so we said, yeah, and he took the picture. And he's like, do you want a panoramic thing so you can get more? And we're like, you can do that. And he showed us how to do it. So then the next day we took that picture at the.
It's such a good picture.
It's
Yeah.
a really good picture.
And then we went to Pearl Harbor, which was really, really cool.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We bought a bunch of souvenirs for all of y'all and Marissa's family, and we left them on the bus.
And I couldn't find them. It was like over $100 of
Really?
merchandise, and I was so freaking sad.
Like $180 worth.
Yeah. They said, don't do that. Like, be careful. Because, like, we're so busy. Like, we go and pick up other people. And there's no way, like, there's no way we could track it back to you.
Jeez.
And, like, yeah, I was like, where's the bag? Okay, I'm going to skip to one story.
Yeah.
One time, we went back to the beach. And it was freaking hot on the sand.
Oh, God, yeah.
And
So, but just like we were talking about earlier, we didn't have a car. We didn't want to take taxis. And the different tours that we took, like to Pearl Harbor and to Hanauma, we took, like, they shuttled us, right?
yeah.
In between all of that, when we went up to the hike, when we went out to the beach, any other time that we went anywhere, we took a bus, like a city bus. Mm-hmm. And so that was an experience in and of itself, because I had experienced this transit system in Houston, but then now I'm trying to learn it here in Hawaii so that we can get around, like, without being on a bus for hours. And so, yeah, we had a lot of weird experiences on that. But yeah, so we got to the beach that day, and the sand was crazy hot.
It
Go
was
ahead, hon.
so hot, and I was like, I need to stand on your feet. And he thought I was like being like super.
I had my flip flops on.
He
She
had his
didn't.
flip flops on. He thought I was being extra, so I'm like, I like jumped on his feet, and he's like annoyingly like carrying, like sliding through, and then we get to like this spot, like my feet were on fire, and I was like, I don't know how he's doing it. Like I don't know what happened. Like the sand just like caved in my little sandals, so I was like, there's no point. But his were okay for some reason. So he goes and like he's like, well, I'm gonna go get you. I'm gonna go get us like a boogie board or something. I'm like, okay. He thought I was just playing. I don't know what, but
That, the sand. I mean, like, yeah, you can't describe it. The sand in Corpus Christi does not get this hot. It's not made of volcanic rock that's been pounded to. Okay, so in those lamps right there, that's the sand that was on the beach. We brought it back, and it's coarser, but it's very clean, and it's literally made from volcanic rock. And it heats up to an crazy degree, and you can't tell because there's like no clouds in the sky, and the sun's just beating down on the sand, burning it up all day. And so I literally had to go maybe 100 yards, like a football field away to get the boogie board, and I got like 25 yards and could not walk anymore. Like, got onto my knees and started crawling because the sand is so freaking hot.
He's
I
crawling.
had blisters on my feet.
What?
Yes.
He's crawling to the boogie board.
No, I'm crawling to the nearest shade. I was not even worried about the boogie boards at this point. I crawled to the nearest tree and stood there for like 10 minutes. And then was like, well, I'm too far away from my flip-flops. I'm not going back. Like,
Yeah, he left him.
I'll go up towards the grass.
I'll wait till sunset.
I'll go up towards the grass, walk on the grass over to the boogie boards, and then walk down to the water and just walk along the water's edge because it'll be cooler down there.
Oh my god.
But no, like just I blistered my feet in like 30 yards of hot sand. The next day, they were just big old blisters on the bottom of my feet. I was like, what just happened?
Yeah.
I don't know how it got that hot, but
I was gonna say I've played in a few like beach volleyball tournaments where it's like if they start first thing in the morning, they have sand socks that you can put on that are essentially just like neoprene socks
Yeah.
that
Sweet.
we wear for yeah, I've said the same thing where it's like I've seen people wearing. I'm like, what do you have a little pride?
Yeah.
You know, come on. No, you kind of need it sometimes. I haven't blistered my feet, but that's crazy. It's
Yeah.
that hot.
Yeah.
just crushed coral and volcanic rock, and it's just for some reason it gets really hot. And it's not that hot out there at the beach. It's like I said, it's like 78 to like 83 degrees for 80% of the year over there, which is awesome. But just don't walk barefoot in the sand. I had blisters on the top of my feet because as you would step, you would sink in a little bit and it would get on the top.
It's impressive.
Yeah. So then I'm like hobbling my way back along the waterfront in the cool sand, but now my feet hurt. And I'm like, I'm going in the water. That was a weird day too.
Wait, what happened in the water?
No, I'm going in the water. I don't want to be on the beach anymore. Let me into the cool water, please. But yeah,
And we took a long bus one time,
Oh, yeah.
And like we just were like, where the heck are we going?
We ended up next to this it was like a
Aquarium.
SeaWorld thing.
But it was like in the boonies, in their boonies, and it was just like I was like, this is the kind of Hawaii I thought I would be seeing, and it was awesome. It was like there was like nobody there.
They had like you could swim with dolphins and all this stuff, and I was like, Marissa was getting all excited, and I was looking at prices like, holy crap!
Oh yeah, and then I looked at my bank account. That little thing that he's talking about was like kind of like up a little hill there, and we're just like walking around at this point. But like the beach side was the side that I was like, this is what I
okay.
wanted.
Yeah.
Like anyway, we tried to go, and I looked at our account, and like since it was my last check, I was like, we got this. Like, we'll be okay. Well, it got mailed to the house.
Instead of
Direct
like
depositing,
the rest
it
of
was
the
my
checks.
last check. But it was going to be like a big check because it was like they gave me like the rest of the summer's worth in that check. So I was like, yeah, let's just check it. And I was like, what the, like, where's all my money? So like we had like no money at that place, and I was like,
Go return all that stuff back to the store, all right? You take those leftovers back to the restaurant.
But I was like, I called them and I was like, I was just kind of wondering, I should have got paid today, and I'm on vacation, and they were like,
Yeah, it should be in the mail.
yeah, it's in the mail. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? So we're like stuck in
Yeah.
Hawaii with like not as much money as I thought we would have. We had to wait till we got back, but we made it
That
work.
sucks.
We made it work.
But yeah, like that side of the beach, right? Like, so there's a road, and then it just drops off, and there's like sand, and it turns into a little beach right there. But it's not like
Yeah.
lots of people go here to go to the
No.
beach. But yeah, we stayed there for like
It was
a
fun.
couple hours until we could find the next bus, because we were like, I don't know when it's gonna come.
Yeah, there was like nobody out there with us.
And nobody was there. So, but it was really nice out there. That's where we
Yeah.
got the sand.
That's cool.
It was cool. But yeah. And we did a lot of like different tours, like in the city, learning about their history and everything.
Oh yeah, we got to go to the castle and or the palace.
We didn't do a luau, but when we were at North Beach, they had like the dancers and like people singing and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
We got some garlic shrimp at the food trucks on North Beach.
That was really cool. They had a surfing contest going on out there too.
Did you compete?
I didn't compete. We didn't go out there. There were so many people over there.
We could see it from the bus, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. But yeah. Anyway, but it was an experience, and thank God you knew how to navigate the bus system, because I sure didn't. He knew how to like keep your card and like get back on like within a certain amount. I was like, oh, thank God, because that would have cost a lot.
Keep your connection. You get to get on the next one.
Yeah. He was a good navigator.
We hiked around like an old fort thing. What was that place called?
Oh, yeah. It was like a crater.
Yeah.
That's what would piss me off, because we got to the crater and it was already hot. And then these like girls came down and they were like not sweating. And I was freaking sweating. Like I was sweating just getting to the beginning of the hike.
It took us like,
And they,
it was like a 3-hour
yeah,
hike up
And they went-
stairs the whole way.
it was crazy. And they did the whole thing and they were coming back and they were in heels. And I was like, how on earth? Like I'm in shoes. I'm in like workout clothes and I'm already sweating. My hair is already like getting little droplets. And they
bought
came
you a
down
hat?
like, thought it was the best thing ever. And I was like, how? I'm so jealous.
Okay, now for the so then the flight back, was it as bad as you were since you had already made the trip, or was it?
It was.
We were asleep the
Yeah,
whole
we
time.
slept the whole way.
Like it was like the
It was
one
a
way.
night- It was a night flight.
Yeah.
We just slept the whole way.
It was one way. What do you mean?
Like there was no. We didn't stop in San Antonio. I don't think. I mean San Francisco.
It was a direct to Houston.
I think so. Huh? Was it? I just remember we slept
It was
the whole way.
direct to Texas.
It must have been Houston then,
Yeah.
or Dallas,
I don't
I
believe
don't
we
think-
got into
yeah, I
or
don't-
Austin,
plane.
or
I don't-
San Antonio.
No, I
I'm just
think
kidding.
I
have
think
no
it
idea.
was Houston. Yeah, I think it was just it was
Really?
two flights there and one flight back
Yeah.
because it was a lot longer. But yeah, we were prepared for it and we just slept the whole time.
Yeah. There was like these babies next to us, and they were so good. They slept
They
the
were so
whole.
good.
I was impressed. I was like, wow.
I remember one of the longest flights that I was on, that I've been on. We were flying, and I remember there was an infant, like 5-month-old, that was right next to me, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, you know, it's part of it. I'm not gonna say anything." She's with the mom. Baby was great the entire time. The lady to the left of me, who was like a 13-year-old girl, started throwing up like 4 hours into the flight. I was like, "This." I mean, I'm sorry. Sorry to feel bad, but I wasn't expecting that one.
You're way worse than that, baby.
You're way worse.
That's hilarious. Poor
Well,
thing.
Well, guys, listen. I want to wrap this up so that hopefully we can do this again. And y'all, I don't want to burn it down tonight. Let's wrap it up so that hopefully we can save up some good stories for next time too. But thank y'all for letting me come over and do this.
Of course, yeah, we had a good time.
This is so much fun, and
Thank you.
hopefully sooner
Like
than
your
later we can do
system.
something like this.
This is cool.
I know.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm being genuine. This is the most fun one that I've done. What? Really? No, really.
Yeah.
I mean, because y'all had like great stories the whole time that I
Oh.
have been a part of,
Yeah.
but didn't know a lot of the backstory behind it. So this is fun. I actually, if this turns out to be where we have more than 4 people more often, I'll get another setup. Sorry, Allie, so that we just don't have to share a microphone. But no, really, this has been a lot of fun. I'll go through the videos and make sure that there's nothing in there that if you don't want it, we can edit anything out. But really, I'll let you know before I post anything. But really, thank you all so much for letting me come over and do this. This is fun.
Yeah. Well, we had a good time too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Thanks,
Packing
Sterling
up
the
your
girl.
stuff. Sterling the Girl. This has been a production of Sterling the Girl.
That's awesome. All right, guys, we'll let you go. Love y'all.
Adios.